Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the for my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about shit that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, show mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty talking about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the skies the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a hawk guy on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Gas in my lung, new shoes on the cruise. Country granny played the blues on the stools. Head wrap silky, chewing on this oxtail. Scheming on a milli, trying to hit the yacht sail. Gold shining lobster near the Everglades music. When we drop, it's like you never made music. Better days never came easy to a quitter. Ain't no pump faking, let them see that I deliver. God body, baby, big 7 in the skin. Probably why you never hear no better again. Higher than the spot that we bout to set the bar. Stankin', smell it before it left the jar. I just left the coast straight to another ocean. Got excuses, me, I'm really having motion. Sipping on mimosa, chopping real estate game. 40 years later, still the same lane. Just left the hood, never heard of you. 30 long years, not a single word of you. Shop booming, baby, come and get it while it's open. I don't have time, I've been busy having motion. Just left the town, things spoke to you. You a L7, probably served to you. Shop still booming, come and get it while it's open. I don't have time, I've been really having motion. Boy, stop playing, this is not your lane. Never seen struggle, you do not know pain. Stop playing, would you be yourself? How they see you, how you see yourself. Ain't real, acting real fictitious. Family on the west probably still hit switches. Playing Sally Cell, brought the thumper in the car. I've been down in Austin burning rubber down Lamar. Keep what you earn, put it back in the business. Gold mouth shorty spinning racks at the dentist. One stream need a whole 7 ways. That weaker than a whole 7 days. I've been playing chess, working on the left brain. Buzzing in my city way before the press came. Went and bought a now he think he less lame. Got the kind of gas that could fuel a jet plane. Just left the hood, never heard of you. 30 long years, not a single word of you. Shop booming, baby, come and get it while it's open. I don't have time, I've been busy having motion. Just left the town, instinct spoke to you. You a L7, probably served to you. Shop still booming, come and get it while it's open. I don't have time, I've been really having motion. Y'all know what time it is. Dre, what up? Lords of the land. Ain't got no minutes for you, internet. We really outdoors with it. Till infinity. When we out.
All right, welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG the Poet, aka Brother Pianki. And we got a powerful show with some powerful guests for you. But before we get into our spiel, y'all know I got to do my usual greeting. Let me say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say Shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Let me say Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. Let me say Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Let me say peace to my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. Let me say what's up to all my atheist brothers and sisters. Shout out to all my Abo brothers and sisters. What up to all my brothers and sisters in the Rasta community. And last but not least, Jumbo, to the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies shouldn't keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. Shout out to my man, the Slim Reaper. With that being said, my brothers, please reintroduce yourself to the Paradigm Shift TV 314 audience.
Take off, brother.
It's your boy, King Naga NWO, you know what I'm saying? Hailing straight out of New Orleans, Louisiana, by way of, I'm in Baton Rouge right now, but I'm from New Orleans, representing Naga World Order. Got my war chief on the panel with me, a new Kakarot, you know what I'm saying? Hope it's an interesting build, and y'all don't be light on them questions. Come with it.
Yeah, man. It's your boy, Anu Kakarot, Larian Darrell Brown, Harube, Neil Marte first. Don't forget the Neil Marte part. You know what I'm saying? Representing Naga World Order. You know what I'm saying? Getting down with the get down, bar reloaded, stand up. You know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? We just here to set the record straight and let people know, you know what I'm saying, like what we about, some of the understandings that we got, man, and we're going to have a really good build. We got a couple of topics that we want to cover, so just hang on to y'all seats. We know the haters out there. We know the hecklers out there, so y'all welcome too.
Right, and you know what I'm saying, whatever information we bring out, please do your due diligence, you know what I'm saying, and research these matters for yourself.
Look, we spoke up the haters and boom, right there, they instantly.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man, to Corey. So check it out, man. One of the main things I wanted to ask, because every time I bring y'all up, or y'all on the rare occasion that y'all brought up to me, the first thing I hear is that's a cult. And I'm like, oh, for real? Because my man, I tell people like, hey man, I got my man, I got his mark. So he didn't hit me up. So I'm like, am I unofficial member of the cult then? Like I don't know how it works, because if it's a cult, well, how this thing go? But that's the main thing I get all the time. That's a cult. That's a cult. That's a cult. Is Naga a cult? And even if it is, do it matter? Like what is Naga? What do y'all consist of? What's y'all modus operandi and the whole demo? Break it all down for us.
Go ahead, God.
Well, it depends on how you define the cult. You know what I'm saying? Because we do share, we do share have a shared culture. You know what I'm saying? And we are more of a family. I look at us as more of a family than a cult. You know what I'm saying? And people call us a cult because of how we stick together, basically, because of the unity we show. You know what I'm saying? My wife tight with his wife, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And we all stick together. We all defend each other. You mess with one, you're messing with all. So I can see how people can see cult-like behavior from us. I go ahead and admit that, yeah, we do have some cult-like behaviors, but shouldn't we all have cult-like behaviors? Shouldn't we all defend each other? Shouldn't we all become one family? You know what I'm saying? These are things that we're showing the people that, for the most part, they reject, but also could be beneficial to them, and that's kind of what leads to them calling us a cult.
Yeah. So, are we a cult? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're a cult. Now what that tell you? We're a cult. Now what? You see what I'm saying? So cult just has a bad connotation to it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about cults, about cults, what do all cults have in common? That's unity.
Culture. Unity. Culture.
Unity.
I mean, you gotta look at it. Cult is the root word in culture. You can't have culture without the word cult. So it is what it is, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they can hate all they want, but at the end of the day, you're only mad because we're in unity with each other. And that's what we all supposed to be getting to. We can be in unity without having uniformity, right? That's Naga in a nutshell. So we got Hebrew, people who identify as Hebrews amongst us. We got people who identify as Masons amongst us. We got gangbangers amongst us. We got Christians amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's right. That's unity without uniformity. You know what I'm saying?
We got people. We got people
that y'all got those different mindsets in y'all group, because that's different right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. The reason why we're able to have that type of uniformity and cohesiveness is because we don't center around religious beliefs.
Right.
Naga don't center around religious belief. Religious beliefs actually cause divisions and wedges between people. So we just don't deal with those things. We deal with food, clothes, shelter, economics, and defense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then we deal with what takes us to reach those goals, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Those are the things that help us get to those platforms. When you talk about food and you talk about agriculture, then you have to start dealing with science. You have to deal with technology. You have to deal with engineering, and you have to deal with mathematics. When you're dealing with agriculture goes off in the textiles, dealing with textiles, different chemicals. That's clothing. You know what I'm saying? That's food, clothing. That's two things already. The mark already hit. You know what I'm saying? Food, shelter. When you're dealing with agriculture, you're dealing with trees. You're dealing with all type of different fibers and stuff coming from plants. You know what I'm saying? So again, that is slipping off into shelter. And then having agriculture also gives you the ability to have economics, being able to trade, barter, and create some type of income and inflow for your family and your community. You know what I'm saying? And in order to preserve all of that, you gotta have defense. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, the food, the agriculture goes into the processing of chemicals. You see what I'm saying? And in order to have proper defense, how you gonna have gunpowder without chemistry? How you gonna have all of these different industries without chemistry, metallurgy, and all of those things? So yeah, those things are our unifying principles. So if people want to call us a cult because we believe that our liberation comes from technology and innovation, and if you think that is bad, if you think that's bad, you need to go ask any other nation around the world how did they succeed, and they're going to tell you technology and innovation. When you talk about Iron Age, Stone Age, the Bronze Age, those are different steps in technological advances.
Right. Going all the way back to antiquity.
Yeah. Without those things, you wouldn't have had the progression of the human family. So we're looking at the collective of human experience to help guide us into proper liberation. We're not into fanaticism. You know what I'm saying? We're just not into those things. We're into practical, logical things that is going to help our people progress. And as much as I love our people, you know what I'm saying? Our people got a problem when it comes to processing physics, when it comes to processing math, you know what I'm saying, engineering and those things. We used to spearhead all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Back from our beginning here in this country, from agriculture all the way to technology and science, spearhead those things. And at some point, we lost the ball. We dropped the ball, and we stopped, and that stopped being a cultural phenomenon amongst our people. We used to have the tinkerers. We used to have the uncle in the basement sitting down there tinkering with devices and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Creating things. All of those different inventions that came through, the tractor trailer, all of those things. That stuff came because our people needed the help. Our people needed the help. You see what I'm saying? So we created those things, and yes, the so-called white man used those things for his own advantage. And you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. That's just the reality of it, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, and let me ask y'all this. Why do you think y'all as a group get that kind of label or that kind of criticism where people would put that label on y'all in terms of trying to put it on you as a negative title?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of those people that do that are butthurt because we done scarred them deeply and gave them social death, especially when they come in the debate arena. A lot of those people cannot really stand toe-to-toe with us when it comes to our intellectual prowess. So when you can't defeat someone with intellect, then they have to go to slander and ad homs and stuff like that. So like we said, we understand that, we get that, and we embrace it. We don't care. You ain't gonna do nothing to us. I mean, you gonna sit there and slander our name, and then you got to think about this, right? The main people who are telling you that we're cults and we're satanic and we all of this, those are supposed to be Bible-fearing, God-fearing people who are slandering us and creating lies, spreading homosexual propaganda and all type of negative bull crap about us. And those are supposed to be God's people. Right. Those are supposed to be God's people doing that, and they're the ones doing it to us. Now
we swapping wires from Louisiana to Missouri.
Right. They didn't say so much crap about us, bro. I'm not surprised about nothing they say. You see what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, yeah, man, they hate us because they ain't us. That's just what it is. You mad because every single group that you didn't ever put together then collapse up under its own weight because y'all so hateful towards each other. Y'all hate each other. Y'all in competition with each other. Naga not in competition with Naga. You know what I'm saying? Our feet not in competition with our head. Our hands not in competition with our feet. We one body, one mind, one soul. You know what I'm saying? So why would we be in competition with ourselves? No, Nagas don't debate Nagas. That's stupid.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, they be like, oh, well, they won't even debate each other. Yeah, we not. Why would we debate each other when we on the same squad? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Right. When we debate each other, we in our own house doing that. And when we're done, we come out to y'all and we bust y'all head with the stuff that we didn't debated with each other about. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys really just don't understand what it means to have any type of unity. And they don't really believe in tribalism. Like a lot of people would talk bad about tribalism, but tribalism is the reason why the so-called white man ruling the world. Tribalism is the same reason why the Saudis is ruling the Middle East. Tribalism is the reason why India is what India is. Tribalism is the reason why China is now a superpower, because it's all about the cohesiveness of their nation. You know what I'm saying? They're not caring about what nobody else is saying about them. So again, you know what I'm saying, to all the haters out there who got negative stuff to say about us, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on, just remember that it's in y'all own, it's by y'all own divine creed that tells you not to spread rumors. Not us. We're not telling you to do that. It's by your own divine creed to tell you not to lie. Not us. We're not telling you that. We're just expecting you to hold
your own divine creed.
Exactly. We like for example, Brother Pianki, if you say to me that you're a police officer, I don't expect a police officer to break the law. I don't. Now, I'm not saying police don't break the law. I'm saying I don't expect you to break the law because of your title. If you say that you're a judge, I expect you to arbitrate not based on your feelings, but based on the facts and evidence presented in front of you. So when you have a title, I expect you to abide by the title that you're carrying around. It's like a flag. I expect you to abide by that. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you call yourself a Christian, a Muslim, a Hebrew, I expect you to follow the Quran. I expect you to follow the Torah. I expect you to follow the Bible to the letter of the law. Because if I was one of those, that's what I would do.
I'll be doing right.
So you see what I'm saying? So you gotta really look at the type of characters that are saying these things. A lot of these people, you ain't even married. You don't even got a woman. Some of these guys that even got kids. How can you even talk to the community when you ain't even got kids? You ain't got a wife. You ain't even got a family structure. How you gonna sit here and dissertate anything to people? How you gonna raise the people up when you ain't even got a nuclear family? Shut up.
And then you'll sit down. Then you'll sit there and slander our wives. You know what I'm saying? All while talking this Black Queen stuff. We need. It's funny.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
What I didn't figure out about certain people in this community, Doc, everybody can tell you to do something, how to do something that they ain't never did. And it's amazing to me the input you get from people. Like a mother, like people will tell a cat to tell you how to be a father and they ain't got no kids. A cat will tell you how to be a man to your woman and he ain't got no woman or been divorced 4 times. And it'd be like, hold up, man, pause. Like, I get so many cats telling me how to run and conduct my platform, and then I look up, and they ain't even got one. Like, bro, like, people gotta cut it out with this stuff, man. But it is so, the ego is so crazy for some of us, and it get out of control, man. Everybody that's listening, stop. If it ain't you, I ain't talking to you. But for the people who do it, stop telling people how to do something you ain't never did yourself. It's wild to me. But go ahead. I ain't mean to interrupt y'all. Y'all right.
You 100% right, man.
Right.
You 100% right.
And for me, being from a Hebrew Israelite background, you know what I'm saying, I could kind of elaborate more on what Anu was saying, because a lot of these people that's putting these things out about us was, you know what I'm saying, fans of mine. My ox, these were my ox. But it's like a lot of them started turning against me because of the way I look at things. I have a different worldview than them, you know what I'm saying? I see Anu, who's a Cushite, as my brother. I see my Naga brothers who are aboriginals as my brother. I don't see them as no different than me, you know what I'm saying? I don't let the difference in ideology dictate how I judge a person. I judge a person by their own character, you know what I'm saying? And if you rocking with me 100, I'm gonna rock with you 100. And that's just how that's what we be doing nowadays. That's just what it is. So a lot of them started turning against me. They be like, oh, you defending the new and he don't even believe in the Bible and this, that, and the other. But I'm like, if you sit there and listen to the new and talk to the new, he'll tell you he come from a Christian background. You know what I'm saying? But deal with the politics of the Bible. But him, like me, both subscribe to the principles that's in the book, because there's some good principles. But we don't let it drive a wedge in between us and dictate how we interact with each other. And that made them turn against me and everything I stood for, basically.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, and real quick, and I'm gonna let you rock, Anu. People would never be satisfied, bro. When I first came into this community, I was Kemetic Saber at the Temple of Het Heru under the great Amari Seneferu. I've since gone back into the Christian church. When I was Kemetic, people wasn't satisfied. When I'm talking about on both sides, whether it was Christian, Hebrew, Kemetic, they went, because I'm trying to build a platform for Black people to come to, not Kemetic, not Hebrew, not Moor, that's why I shout everybody I can think of out at the beginning of the show. I want everybody to come speak their speech, because cream gonna rise to the top. People gonna whatever people resonate with, that's what they gonna follow. But as long as Black people doing something positive, it don't really matter to me. They ain't gotta do what I'm doing as long as they doing something positive. And so Kemetic people wasn't satisfied. Christian people wasn't satisfied. Moorish people wasn't satisfied. But and when I came back to the church, people still ain't satisfied, because people, if you ain't doing what they want you to do, how they want you to do it, they ain't gonna never be satisfied, bro. Go ahead, Anu. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, and even if you did do it the way they want to, they'll still try to critique that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, brother Ruben, man, he really hit that the nail on the head. I'm similar. Like I said, I grew up Christian. My mother is an evangelist. You know what I'm saying? I was ordained as a minister by the age of 15. You see what I'm saying? So I know the book left and right. I'm not a scripture quoter. You know what I'm saying? I know the book when I hear it. There go Sister Honey right there. That's the sister I was telling you about, man. I sent her the link too. I told her to pop up whenever she get a chance, because she got an interesting story too, and I wanted to introduce y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because she is one of what we call our voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? We used to actually be for her. You know what I'm saying? And here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing, right? Everybody in Naga became tight because we fought with each other.
Right.
Because we fought with each other. And when all the smoke cleared and whatever else was left, we accepted. And so like we used to go back and forth with that sister, you know what I'm saying? And now she's one of our best friends, you know what I'm saying? And we call her a voice of reason. She don't believe everything that we believe. She don't understand everything we understand, but she will take the time to research it and add her input in, and we love her for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be trying to hate on her, you know what I'm saying, because she rock with us. She's not Naga. She's not Naga. She the Bar Reloaded. She's
Bar Reloaded.
You know,
shout out to the Bar Reloaded, man.
Yeah, that's why we always shout her out, Bar Reloaded. You know what I'm saying? Stand up. The woman make good music. We all make music. Naga, we all into music. That's our culture, part of our culture. So we all make music together. She make music with us. We featured on songs with her. She's featured on songs with us. Or why my wife does songs with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's tight knit like a family, and we keep it like that. Like I said, a lot of people just hate on us because of how tight we are and the unity between us. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my sister Sekhmet. That's my dog.
Yeah, man, that's my baby right there.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. So I used to be like I said, I used to be a Christian. When I started moving away from the church, I started slipping off into atheism. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I got taught in the church is no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And then I watched all of my family members die of cancer and get shot down and all this other dumbass shit. And I'm like, well, damn, I thought all we had to do was plead the blood of Jesus, yada, yada, bing. You know what I'm saying? And we good. You know what I'm saying? So as I got in the world, I seen that it wasn't exactly like the way that they are describing it. So it started making me believe like maybe it ain't no God. You know what I'm saying? Until I ran into the Nation of Islam. Once I ran into the Nation of Islam, they redefined for me what it was, what God is and what God was. They told me the black man was God. You see what I'm saying? And then I started learning the ones and twos with them and start processing with them until they had me write that letter. And once I start writing that letter, which basically read something like I bear witness to Allah, the beneficent, most merciful, that Master Farad Muhammad is the God in person or something like that. You know, it go along the lines of that, right? And so when they showing me the picture of Farad Muhammad, I'm looking at him like, dude, this is a white man. You see what I'm saying? I said, so you trying to tell me I can't worship Jesus and I'm not to follow Jesus because Jesus is a white man, but I can follow Farad Muhammad and he a white man? Like, what type of shit does that make? So I kind of start slipping away from the Nation of Islam with that because they became hypocritical to me. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I started really dealing with the Kemetic community. And a shout out to the Kemetic community. Y'all for real has been a foundation and a rock. You know what I'm saying? The Kemetic community always got a place in my heart because of the truth and the wisdom that has came out of the Kemetic community. Not saying nothing came out of the other ones, but the Kemetic community has shown me a whole different aspect of life that I couldn't get from no other place. And as I traveled down that path with the Kemetic community, I eventually ran into the Moorish Science Temple of America. And the Moorish Science Temple of America was even better because it started teaching me about nationhood, and it started really putting those principles, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice into my head. And that really burnt and seared into my heart. So, you know what I'm saying? That unity that came with them, the way that they deal with law and civics, I really admired that. You know what I'm saying? My name is Harube, Anu Kakarak Harube. You know what I'm saying? I never took the bay off my name, even though I'm not a Moor anymore. I proclaim to be a Moor anymore. I never took the bay off my name because I appreciated the path that I took in order to come to the conclusion I am now. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Moorish Science Temple of America. Shout out to Iron Tire, Irons Eel Bay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tim L. You know what I'm saying? Some of them brothers that have really helped me and helped guide me in my understanding, even though we might not have the same ideologies. I got to give a shout out to them brothers because that temple right there in St. Louis has held it down for years and has been a pillar of this community. You know what I'm saying? So as we during the process of going through the Nation of Islam, through the Moorish Science Temple, the Kemetic, we eventually formed our own tribe. You know what I'm saying? Our tribe is called Tamarakush Kasambu. And we eventually formed our own tribe. We got our own treaty that binds our houses together under agreement, signed agreement. You have to sign the treaty and be in agreement. King Reuben, he's another brother who has signed the treaty. Our family is in treaty with each other. This is what makes us tribe because we are under contract with each other to hold peace. We're under contract to hold peace. You can't fight and you can't quarrel. You can't do bad business amongst us because then you will be breaking our treaty amongst our houses. And you could find that treaty on Treaty of Peace and Family .com. You can actually go look that up and join the treaty if you are tribeless and you don't have a tribe and you want a tribe. You can actually go join the treaty and become one with the tribe. And yeah, we do got our own customs and traditions. Like, for example, we do observe the Homowo Festival that originates in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? And a host of other different traditions dealing with the Igbo, the Ga, the Akan people. You know what I'm saying? The Native American people. Like we got a lot of different traditions that bleed over into our own traditions, because we are a new tribe. We are a new people. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we got to form our own customs, traditions, and standards, our own social norms. You know what I'm saying? And stand on them. Like we just had our spring festival. I was actually a little ill over the weekend, so I wasn't able to go. But we just had our official spring celebration. Come August is our diaspora recognition day. And if you go look it up on the books in St. Louis, it's an actual holiday on the books here in St. Louis. It's called Diaspora Day. And we actually are honoring Her Imperial Majesty, who actually gave us our charter to become that tribe, one part and parcel with her own family. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you hear us say, okay, we're Tamara Kush Kasambu. Kasambu is all of us. That is all of the diaspora. If you choose to uphold the tradition, customs, and the social norms of all of the other Nubian nations around the world. You know what I'm saying? So it is a clause that come along with being tribe. There is a certain standard that you got to uphold. You're not gonna come with us and then misrepresent our tribe, because we're not playing that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, this is deep. I was installed into the royal house of Asare Asase. And you could also go look them up. That's a Ga Dangme tribe over in Africa. They came over here, and they actually raised us up as Asafawates. You know what I'm saying? Up under the imperial throne and stuff like that. And we eventually had, received noble titles because of our service to the thrones and whatnot. And we're still in service to the thrones to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lifetime achievement. So when we talk about certain aspects of the culture, we're not talking from a mainstream academia standpoint. We're talking from a royal house standpoint, because their history is not the exact same as mainstream academia.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you need not to conflate the two, because they're not the same. So if you ask me certain things, like one of our haters always asks us, well, who is Kush? Who is Kush father? Who is Kush father? Well, if you're asking who Kush father is biblically, then it's Ham. You see what I'm saying? But if you're asking who Kush is according to the royal houses, that's Horus Aha. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you can take it and leave it. You can take it how you want, but that's according to the royal houses. And his son was Narmer. That's according to the royal houses. We don't give a shit what mainstream academia say.
Right, and you can't. And see, they be trying to put external stories on top of the stories coming from the people themselves. You know what I'm saying? What you just gave is coming up out of the Kemetic royal throne history. You know what I'm saying? It's coming out of the Nile Valley throne history. And the Bible will be an external source for these people. You know what I'm saying? So you could use the Bible to tell us about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's your primary source for that. But when it comes to cultures outside of the Bible, then I would lean more towards what those people have to say for themselves and their own story.
Now, bleeding off into that subject, you had asked us about the West Africa and Kemetic static.
Yeah, what do y'all think about what's going on in the quote unquote conscious community regarding West Africa versus Kemet? So what we have is brothers and sisters in some instances criticizing those who study ancient Kemet those who consider themselves to be practitioners of the ancient Kemetic tradition, and in all of that, whatever, however you look at it, those who partake in the knowledge of ancient Kemet, they are saying that why are you focusing on Kemet when you are descendants of West Africa? And to me, it's always been kind of like
divisive.
Not only divisive, but it's a little strange because, number one, what difference does it make to you what I study or why I study it? And number two is like, if I'm African, why does it matter what part of Africa I study? I'm not purporting to be something that's not somebody that doesn't descend from West Africa. I'm not denying my West African heritage, but if I want to study ancient Kemet or ancient Kush or the Zulu tradition, what difference does it make to another person what another person focuses on? And I just wanted to get y'all take, because I know, with you being a Kushite yourself, that may be, you might have an interesting perspective on it. So y'all go ahead.
Yeah, man. So here's the thing. Okay, when you start dealing with that Congo, Niger Valley type deal, it's a continuation of the Nile Valley culture, regardless if you believe it or not. Right. Now, according to the royal houses, they're saying when Akhenaten came, that came with an omen, and when that omen surfaced, they began to move the royals. Right. They started moving the royals out of the Nile Valley, and they started traversing all over the place: West Africa, North Africa, South Africa. Some went in Europe, some went in America, some went in, East. Some went into Asia. You know what I'm saying? Because they were actually killing the royals. If you follow the story of Akhenaten, you will hear that he was killing the priesthood of Amun. You see what I'm saying? Well, what a lot of these people don't know about the priesthood of Amun or any priesthood from ancient Kemet is they were blood related to the rulers. They were blood related. You cannot be a priest and not be a blood relative of the rulers in power. That's the first thing. So when you take in power, you want to get rid of the old regime that held allegiance to those families and those dynastic orders. So he was actually killing off royals. He was actually killing off bloodlines. So those bloodlines started to migrate. And this is the reason why you can find traces of Kushite culture, Kemetic culture all throughout West Africa. You can find traces of it all throughout East Africa, South Africa, Central Africa, North Africa. That's why you can find it all over the place. When around that time, the mystery schools had began to break up, not break up because of any like contention between them, but because of the sacred knowledge that was in them. So they separated them. This is the reason why when you go to all of these different ancient temples, it's such a cohesive unity between all of them when it's dealing with their knowledge, from astrology to cosmology to, you know what I'm saying, to all of it. It's the reason why all of it has that unified theme behind it, is because it all comes from the same mystery school. So a lot of people don't really understand that. When from my own family line, which is the Amarte family, if you go study the Amarte family within the Godami tribe of people, you can actually go read up literature on her. They'll tell you that they descend from Nubians, they descend from the Nile Valley, they descend from those places, and they migrated into the places that they know today. You know what I'm saying? When you get to talking about the God and stuff like that, they travel and bred in and they bred in with the Yoruba, with the Igbo, and all these different people. Right. All of these people have blood ties with each other that goes back into ancient time, and a lot of people just don't understand that. When if you go and I'm gonna actually share my screen. Hold on, present. Cause I told you we had some hot. We got something hot for you. Hold on, let me pull this up.
It's actually a shared story among many of the West African tribes. You know what I'm saying? Their whole oral histories. A lot of them say they migrated from the Nile Valley to their present locations. You know what I'm saying? For various different reasons. But go ahead and drop some of that information, bro.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to I'm trying to okay, go over here to the top. Here we go. So I'm gonna let Ruben dissertate this because he is way more versed in this than I am when it comes to linguistics.
Well, what y'all gonna be looking at is my comparative studies dealing with the Metaneta dictionary in the Igbo language, because I trace back the Igbo. I'm an Igbo. I was titled by the Igbo as Ezeabako, which means King Organizer, and that's kind of what started the mission for me to form Naga. And one of the things I was tasked with was learning ancient scripts and how to decipher them. You know what I'm saying? It's still a learning process, but we're gonna get into this. This one here already narrated, you know.
You say hit play?
Yeah, you just got to hit play on that one, and I elaborate after it going. You know, I just come in as it's going down.
Today I'm going to be covering the word corpse as it pertains to the Metaneta, dealing with the same root consonants that are in the transliteration and hybrid meanings in African languages, showing that this is undoubtedly an African language. Here we see that the root consonants of the word corpse are the consonants G and W. And conversely, in Igbo, we find those same root consonants in the word egwo, meaning deadly. Most Igbo words have more than one meaning, so let's cover them. The meaning of egwo is fright, horror, panic, dance, deadly. Term corpse represents a dead body, and dead and deadly are cognates, and that evokes fright and horror in the people. So not only do we have the same two root consonants, G and W, we have cognate meanings for both of these terms. This is not a one-off occurrence, which lets me know without a doubt that the Metaneta is an African language. Shout out the Ampu crew. Peace to the gods, peace to the ancestors, Naga World Order.
Right.
Peace, family. This is my third installment of breaking down the Metaneta, showing you the cognates between it and African languages, proving that it is indeed an African language. Here you see the transliteration of the consonantal root MR. It is translated as canal, channel, lake, or harbor. And in Igbo, you have two forms of a word sharing the same consonantal root. Those words are miri and miri. Both share the same consonantal root, MR, and we shall see the meanings are cognates. And conversely, here we see those Igbo words, one meaning deep and the other meaning water, suction, spring. We see these terms are cognates, sharing the same consonantal root with the same or similar meanings. I assure you this is not a one-off occurrence. The Metaneta is undoubtedly an African language. Peace to all those who seek it, and I'm going to keep you haters employed. Naga World Order.
Okay, Ruben,
What you got, bro?
no, we're on WNW, Child in the Womb.
Yeah, you can click on that one and blow it up. That one, I'll go over it with the people. See if you can, clicking on and make it bigger so I can see it.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, man, but the evidence
Hold on, bro.
is not only in the culture.
Put that up on the screen.
It's not only in the culture, it's also in the language. And like y'all can look at this word here. You see the transliteration is WNW, but W was born out of the U, right? So W and U will be interchangeable. And that transliteration is translated as child in the womb. And you can see the Igbo word is U-M-U. You know what I'm saying? M and N are interchangeable. And U and W is interchangeable. And you see the same word in Igbo meaning the same thing, child or children. So you can find instances like this all through the Igbo language, all through the Yoruba language, and many languages throughout West Africa. So when people try to disconnect these other cultures that are in the South, in the West, from the Nile Valley, I have a problem with that, because are you studying the languages? Are you doing comparative studies to make the connections? Are you going and listening to these oral traditions? Have you studied that to see what these people are saying themselves? You could go to another one, because like I keep saying, it's not a one-off occurrence. You played this one already, but you got it up. So
I'm going the wrong way.
Let me see. Yeah, you're going the wrong way. See, like this, go over one more, then come back to that. Like this word you find in the Meta dictionary, mes, M-E-S, right? So your consonantal root is M-S, and it's the word for prince. And you can see this word in Igbo is just, the consonantal root is M-Z instead of M-S. But S and Z are interchangeable because they fall in the same class of phonemes, which makes them interchangeable. So you see this word mes that means prince is Mazi in Igbo. And you could go to the next slide, so I could give you an idea of what Mazi means in Igbo. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? In Igbo land. He's basically a noble, looked at upon as a royal in Igbo land. You know, so he's the leader of IPOB, or the indigenous people of Biafra. He's their leader, and that's his title. It's also a royal title in Igbo land, and you find the same title cognate in the Medu. Go to another one. Oh, that's for another topic of the conversation.
Yeah. That's
for the other topic. Oh, you was going the right way.
Oh, I was going the right way. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you was going the right way. Just got to get past that electromagnetism stuff. Like, come back. Come back. One more. Really two more, so they can see the title, where it's coming from. This is from the book Secret Igbo History Revealed, and it's written by Prince Charles Afajaka, who's an Igbo prince. Go ahead to the next slide. This is documenting their history of coming from the Nile Valley. And I'm going to read a little bit of it. Main history. Eri, who is the Igbo patriarch and Nubian chiefs, thought Hebrew. Now, y'all been seeing that pseudo meme going around with Hebrew on it, but that's a real word that was just a perversion of the term Igbo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to cover that here. Community. The founder of the present epoch of Igbo civilization was a man named Eri ben Gad. He was Hebrew, son of Gad, grandson of the biblical Jacob, great-grandson of Isaac, and great-great-grandson of Abraham. He was a man of ideas. To implement his ideas on democracy and enterprise, equinoism, he and his household left the Chinnat area of Canaan, which was known for bronze works, and settled among the Nubians of like mind in the Saqqara area in today's Egypt, Sudan. There he and some Nubian chiefs founded a democratic Judeo-Nubian community in order to maintain some ancient links with his original Hebrew. Jewish people he called the new community the Igbos or the Hebrews. So you can see that Hebrews is a perversion of the term Igbo. Iri Ben Gad organized, go to the next slide, organized the community based on his idea that power belongs to the people and should be exercised by the people, democracy. He and this community longed to settle permanently among people of like mind who value enterprise and democracy. He was able to spread his philosophy of achievement, equanitism among his people and encourage them to spread it all over the world. Soon people who faced persecution began to join the Hebrews or Igbos, drawn by the freedom of speech and action in the community. Before long, local powers began to feel uneasy about this new fledgling community and tensions arose. The trek southwards to meet people of like mind. To avert conflict, Erie led the Igbo southwards towards the present-day West Africa. See that, huh? To avert conflict, Erie led the Igbo southwards towards the present-day West Africa. The group settled harmoniously with others in the rainforest region that today encompasses Nri, Agulari, and Umulari. In fact, Erie's house, Ubugad, still exists in Umulari today. From this history, we have glimpsed at the emergence of what is perhaps the world's only interracial ethnic group, the Igbo ethnic group we know today. So this is them documenting them migrating from the Nile Valley with Nubian chiefs or Nubian priests. This ain't what Naga is saying. This is what the Igbo people are saying. And this author is Igbo prince telling you his royal history. Here's something else I found from the glyphs. There it is right there. You just saw one of the Igbo regions is Nri, which is the particular reason I trace back to in the particular tribe among the Igbo who gave me my title. You see Nri in the glyphs is the doorkeeper of the first pylon. And the Nri tribe or Nri kingdom was basically the doorkeepers. When what I just read was talking about the population grew because people who was being persecuted started relocating among them. This continued in West Africa, and you can find this in the history of the Nri kingdom. They took in people who was runaways. You know, when they was capturing people, if you escaped and made it to the Nri kingdom, they gave you refuge. You became a member of the tribe. You became family. So this is an amalgamated tribe. It's not a particular ethnic group because of this. You know what I'm saying? And this tribe is a continuation of Nile Valley culture. You can go to another one. You can click play on that.
Another quick MetaNet breakdown. This glyph is dealing with the term Isi. It is transliterated as Isi, and the translation is tomb, grave, chamber, robber shaft, council chamber, workshop, bureau. And conversely, you see in Igbo, it is the word for smell, base, blindness, chapter, core, and temple. Now we're going to take a look at the word temple because the derived meaning of Isi is temple. Now, peep game, people. The mortuary temple in ancient Egypt was a place of worship of a deceased king and the depository for food and objects offered to the dead monarch. In the Old and Middle Kingdoms, the mortuary temple usually adjoined the pyramid and had an open pillared court storeroom, 5 elongated shrines, and a chapel containing a false door and an offering table. In the temple, priests performed the daily funerary rites and presented the offerings to the dead king's ka, or protective spirit. So we see that the grave or tomb was also a temple. This is the key to unlocking the truth about the fact that these words are indeed cognates. Let's look at them again. We see that both words have the exact same spelling, and in the metadata, Isi means tomb or grave, and tombs and graves were inside of temples in the Egyptian culture. And conversely, in the Igbo language, we see the same word isi, meaning temple. And again, tombs were temples. It is clear that these words are also cognates. Again, I assure you guys that this is not a one-off occurrence. The Medunetta is undoubtedly an African language. Peace, family. I'm back again with another quick Medunetta breakdown, showing that the Medunetta is indeed an African language. As you can see, this glyph is transliterated as Ni or NY, meaning both of us or we, both. And conversely, in the Igbo language, you find the same consonantal root, the NY root, in Onyi, meaning person, who, which, whose. As we can see, according to the root consonants and the meanings being cognates in the Igbo language and in the Medunetta, we can clearly see that this word is of African origin. Like I said in my previous installment, this is not a one-off occurrence and proof that the Medunetta is indeed an African language. Shout out to the Lions Den, shout out Ampu Crew, and again, Naga World Order.
Now here's one I'm gonna break down because you see that it's transliterated as MMT, and it has the little vowel mark, right? But the letters T and D are interchangeable, and it's translated as he who is earthbound. So let's look at this consonantal root, MMT, and that other symbol is a vowel symbol, right? So you see the MMD consonantal root in the Igbo word for human, Madu. Both of these words are talking about humans, because a human is he who is earthbound. That's what a human is. Someone, a being that's earthbound. And you see these words saying the same consonantal root. It's just one have a T and the other one have a D. But like I said again, the D and the T are interchangeable because they belong to the same class of phenomes. And once you get into phonology, morphology, and syntax, then you'll understand what I'm saying. These are things that we all need to be studying, because if you're not actively doing the comparative research, it's easy for them to tell you, oh, West Africa don't have nothing to do with the Nile Valley. Oh, Egypt language belongs to Afro-Asiatic. Yo, Niger Congo. But what they don't tell you is the Afro-Asiatic homeland is below the Sahara in East Africa. And the only arrow they have going to that homeland is coming out of the Congo from West Africa. See, they don't want to tell you about these connections. They want to keep Africa divided, because these borders that we know of today didn't exist when these civilizations was around. You know what I'm saying? It didn't exist in antiquity. And they want us believing in these man-made borders that wasn't even made by the Africans, mind you. Go to another one, Anu. There's something else I pulled out of the Medunetta dictionary, and it jumped out at me because this is my brother Anu Kakarak's royal throne name. In the Hebrew, it shows up as Nimrod, right? But in the Medunetta, it's Namart. And you can see Namart and Ni Amarte share the same root consonants. Both being royal titles, because Nimrod was a royal. You can see the seated God determinative letting you know that this is a person of importance. And Neo Marte is a title given to nobles, the nobility. Just another connection between West Africa and the Nile Valley. Here's another one. The word Uga from the Medunetta dictionary is the name of a festival. And G, H, and K are interchangeable consonants that again fall in the same class of phenomes, right? You find this word Uka in Igbo. Uka means mass, church, chapel, service. And when you look at mass church, chapels, and service. In Nigeria, it is a festival. You know what I'm saying? Coming straight up out of Metanetta. It's so many cognates that once you get to looking at the languages, that it's so easy to point out. So to me, without a doubt, these languages are connected, the cultures are connected. Go to another one. This is a map, that's from around the 17th century, showing you that Ethiopia wasn't just in East Africa. You had Upper Ethiopia in East Africa and Lower Ethiopia in West Africa. And these are many of the tribes that we are talking about, for as the Gadami, the Yoruba, the Igbo. This is where they are. They were in Lower Ethiopia. They migrated to Lower Ethiopia. You can move along. This was a video where they was interviewing a chief, and they was asking them where they come from, and the man said they come from Egypt. The audio on that one kind of messed up, Anu.
All right. You want me to skip it or you keep going?
Yeah, you can skip it. Come on, go over two more. One more. I went here because of what I read from the book was telling y'all that the Igbo patriarch Eri, whose name was Eri ben Gad, was a Hebrew Israelite, the son of Gad, right? So I wanted to show you my comparative studies between Igbo and Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Because in order for this documented story or this documented history to be true, you should be able to find the similarities in both cultures and both languages, right? Y'all can look this up in y'all Strong's Concordance. The word is H589, which is ani, right? In the Hebrew. But in Igbo, you have the word ani. Go back one more. You see it, H589, right? Ani, they spell it in the Hebrew A-N-I-Y, ani. It's a person pronoun, right? You see what it means? I, me, which, for, I, mine. Go over to the Igbo dictionary, right here. You see the word ani in Igbo means ourselves. You know what I'm saying? These words are absolutely cognates, and that just shows the connection between Igbo and Hebrew as well. And this is what they're saying. They come from a mixed Hebrew Israelite Cushitic background. Come over some more. One more. All right, here's another word from the Metanetta Dictionary. And it was transliterated as well as NY. And you see this consonantal root in the Hebrew word anyi, which means we. And you can see it's translated in the Metanetta as both of us or we both. These words are also cognates. Go over, I got the dictionary, the Igbo dictionary, so they can see I ain't making this up. No, that's right there. Anyi, us, we, us. This is what the word means in both Igbo and in the Metanetta dictionary. This same word means the same thing in both languages, but they want to tell you there is no connection there. You can keep going. That's another word that I covered in the Metanetta, that Miri word, right? M-I-R-R-I. I covered this word with the Metanetta, but you can see that this same word is also in Hebrew, meaning deep, deeply. Go to the next one, to the breakdown. See, this is the breakdown I did on that word. Y'all can take time to look over that. Next slide. You got to skip over that song, that Bet on Naga. You got to skip over Bet on Naga. Here go the word for son. As you can see in the meta, it's transliterated as NW. So your root consonant will be NW. And the translation is son. And you can see in Igbo, the same root consonant NW is the word son. Nwa means son in Igbo. Surely it can't be a coincidence. And this that next slide, Anu, is just comparison from somebody else showing that I'm not the only one making these connections. You know what I'm saying? Showing the connection between the language of Egypt and Yoruba. And as you keep going through these slides, you'll see the same connection is made between the language of Egypt and Igbo by people other than myself.
That's deep right there. Like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look, y'all can say what y'all want, but that's a hell of a lot of cognitives for you to sit here and say that these languages are not related. Like that. That's a lot of cognitive. And this is just one page of this. Like it's more of it. Look,
I want to see somebody come in and challenge.
How can they? How can it's laid out in front of them right here? You know what I'm saying? This is Yoruba. This is Egypt, Kemetic language. There it is, right there for you. Now you're gonna argue with the information and just display cognitive dissonance if you want to, but the information is not gonna change. It's not gonna change just because you don't want it to be. That's what it is.
Right. And not even to mention the fact that the genetics also line up. It's not just the cultures and the languages, it's also in the genetics as well.
That is a lot of cognitives for, you know what I'm saying? Like in the conscious community, we say ain't no such thing as coincidence. This is a lot of coincidences. This is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't went through several pages. Like this is a lot for you to say no. Yeah, especially if you're not doing the comparative studies yourself. Like this is a lot, and this is just the Yoruba language. We ain't even got off into all of the other West African languages. This is just dealing with the Yoruba. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, this is a lot, man. Again, right. Same thing. Egyptian, Igbo. Here you go. I mean, you can say no to these cognitives if you want to. That's just willful ignorance. That's your own cognitive dissonance. But we are no longer going to allow you to taint this community and taint our people with false knowledge and false information about our connection to Egypt or the Nile Valley. We're not going to let you taint it. These people are related through language, through cultures, traditions, and customs. So again, when you're talking about tribalism, culture, customs, and traditions are the things that bind you as a culture and bind you as a tribe. Without customs, traditions, social norms, and things of that nature, you're not a tribe. So these things is a continuation of culture. And like I said, people could disagree all they want, but the information is what it is. It's out there for you. We did not create this information. We did not bastardize none of this. All we did was highlight it for you. And it goes on and on. This goes on and on. So I'm gonna stop sharing here for a second. Okay, so again, when you hear us say like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Cushite brother," I'm not saying that from a biblical point of view. I'm saying it from a continuation of culture, dealing with my own people, from the God to the Igbo people. This is a continuation of culture, and you could continue to try to bastardize and bring a division and wedge between our people. We are not going to allow you to do it. We're not going to allow you to do it because it is too much information and it's too solidified. And you can continue to listen to Western academia and Western scholars when we've had African scholars break this information down. A lot of this information you see
Right.
is coming from Black African scholars. It's not coming from Western European ideology. This is coming from your own people.
Right,
Quick question on that. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, real quick. Go ahead.
yeah, because I was just gonna piggyback on what he said, because Theophile Obenga also did a comparative study between the Egyptian and Yoruba languages, and he found many of these same cognates, and among others as well.
And that brings me to this question. Why do you think a lot of people in our community, in the conscious community or conscious community adjacent, have more respect for scholars of European descent than they do their scholars of their own ethnic stock?
Well,
Go ahead, Anu.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might sound like a cop out to y'all, but I think it's Stockholm syndrome. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's Stockholm syndrome. You identify with your oppressor to the point where you don't even hear your own people. You don't even see your own people. You know what I'm saying? And so you identify with them and you sympathize with them, and you think that everything that he does is better than you and better than your own. And that's a very sick illness to have as a people. That's a sick illness to have when you got your own people who have their own wisdom and their own knowledge, and they most definitely had the capabilities of distinguishing and dissertating their own information. In fact, if you go look it up, the Igbo scholars are some of the best world-renowned scholars around the world, and that is a fact according to the white man. That's according to the white man, and he's telling you that the Igbo are some of the most proficient people when it comes to knowledge and information. So you know what I'm saying? You can take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. So a lot of the stuff that we bring into y'all comes from our own people. Even when I told you about Amarte, the Amarte family, you go look up the Amarte family. That is a black man. That is a black god dang me man. You see what I'm saying? That is not some white man, some Jew, some Ashkenazi. That is not that. That is our own people giving us this information, telling you that we come from who we are and where we come from. So again, like you know, our haters come on here tell you that I schooled him in the Metanetter. How can you school him in the Metanetter when this man then skunked you in debates on the Metanetter? So like that. You know what I'm saying? Like haters could say what they want, they could do what they want, but in the end of the day, work trumps talk.
Work trumps talk.
You see what I'm saying? So and we're showing you our due diligence. We're showing you our work. And when you can sit there and fix your mouth to say anything and talk all you want, but the work speaks for itself.
Right, because the haters are let there sit there and try to lead y'all to believe that they smoke me on the Metal Netter when they don't even know basic parts of speech. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't identify nouns, verbs, adjectives, pronouns, and all of this in English, how much listen to what you have to say about the Metal Netter? You know what I'm saying? It's like it steps to this. You gotta master your own language first. You know what I'm saying? Because all the same principles apply.
And another thing that I wanted to add, as far as the contention in the community between West Africa, I guarantee you, if you dig hard enough, you're just gonna find Hebrew Israelites at the core of it. You're gonna find Hebrew Israelites at the core because they inherently are against Kemet because of what the Bible initially says about Egypt. So they hate Egypt because of what the Bible say about Egypt. So they're always gonna have some type of contention to get against it, unless it's a Hebrew Israelite who actually identifies with the Nubian Egyptian paradigm dealing with the Israelites. So like that right.
Well, if I may, brother, you got people who purport to be African centered who are now saying, hey, why, F F. Kemet, you from West Africa. Why are you talking about Kemet? Why are you studying, etc.? So it's even the African centered quote unquote scholars in the community who are saying these things now.
Yeah, I experienced that myself, and it blew my mind when I first encountered it because that's denying Chank Anta Diop. You know what I'm saying? That's denying Theophile Obenga and all of these great scholars who made the connection for us. You know what I'm saying? We standing on their shoulders, basically. Those who came before us. And I think that's the case, bro, because a lot of people not studying no specific culture. When they say they're African centered, you know, they're not looking to know one particular culture. They're looking at the continent as a whole. And when you look at the continent as a whole, you're talking about what 5,000 different tribes. You're looking at all of these different cultures, and you can't see the connection between them. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're studying linguistics, unless you're studying these people's cultures, unless you're studying their oral traditions, then from the outside looking in, it may appear to you that they're not connected, but once you know where to look, you can see all the connections.
And me personally, I think y'all need to start rejecting and revoking some of these African-centered cards, because you for you to say you're African-centered, you didn't say you Nigerian-centered, you didn't say you was Benin-centered or Senegalese-centered. You said African-centered, which means the entire continent. So does it
Right.
really matter which part you study? It don't.
Right.
You're supposed to be
Well,
African centered. You know what I'm saying? So
and you got to think about what it should mean to be African centered. When you say I'm African centered, not your ideology should be African centered. Your research should be African centered. You know what I'm saying? You should be looking to African centered scholars to bring forth information. And for the most part, a lot of them obviously not doing that, or they'll see these connections of they'll be aware of the cultural connections between the Nile Valley and West Africa, between the Nile Valley and South Africa. Because we can make these cognates connect all the way back to the click languages of the Khoisan if they really want to take it there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what's so crazy about it. They literally be like, hey, them ain't our people. And I understand if you want to say we don't descend like directly from the people of ancient Kemet or ancient Egypt, but or when you say those are not our people, are you saying like they not African, they not black? Like what do you mean? What do you mean by that? You know what I mean? But
Right.
that's what. Those ain't our people. That's what they say. So
that's utterly crazy, man.
And that's how I take that. When they make that statement, I take that as they're saying these people aren't African. You know what I'm saying? And us being so-called African Americans over here, our predominant haplogroup descends from Ramses' haplogroup. So to say that these aren't our people is genetically incorrect, is culturally incorrect, is linguistically incorrect, is historically incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Because Ramses belonged to the haplogroup EM2, E1B1A. And this is the predominant haplogroup that you find amongst the so-called African American male population. You know what I'm saying? And it traces directly back to Ramses and Ramses' son.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all could go look that up. That is a scientific fact. You know, you want to go dive off in the DNA, and I know a lot of people like, man, screw DNA. Yeah, we understand why you say screw DNA, because it's gonna give you exactly what we telling you. You know what I'm saying? it is what it is.
Hey, you notice, like shout out to my brother Captain K. Me and him had a debate, and this was a while ago. The subject was are blacks in America African or Israelite? And was King James black, and did the native Indians have our ancestors enslaved? And that last part is a nuanced conversation, because it's not like all natives had our ancestors enslaved. We specifically talking about the so-called five civilized tribes who were trying to be European. Right. But he don't even subscribe to that. And so when we talked about, he wanted to talk about DNA. And when I came to the realization that he didn't understand DNA, I was like, ain't no need of us even talking about it. And he kept trying to bring it up, and he was bringing up, there was a case where this woman and her sister, they got DNA results from a cat. And I was like, so something got mixed up in the lab. It wasn't a reputable company. Like, I don't know what you're saying, but I know if one of y'all got accused of rape, or y'all needed a paternity test, y'all gonna want a
problem with it.
Yeah. And so they tried to say that it's not the same thing. And I'm like, what do you mean? So the lack of understanding around DNA, or the denial of DNA as it relates to holding on to whatever paradigm or identity that you've taken hold to, is very prevalent in our community. Whether you want to be a Native American, whether you want to be an Israelite, whether you want to be from Morocco or the tribe of Shabbat, whatever it is you purporting to be, in whatever wheelhouse you put it in. Because like yourself, brother, I don't think do you deny, even as an Israelite, do you deny African heritage, or do you say that that's something different from your Israelite heritage? Because I know my brothers in One West say we are not African. We not the same people as them. What's your stance on that?
Well, my stance on that is Israel is in Africa. It's on the African continent. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to separate Israelites from African culture when you're looking at two sides of the same coin, basically. And they have a temple right in the Nile Valley that most, like the One West cats, they're completely overlooked at, because it shows you practicing polytheism in the Nile Valley, in the Elephantine Temple. It was a Judean temple in Elephantine, which is in the Nile Valley. So how are the Israelites not African when you grew as a nation in Egypt? You went into Egypt as one family and you came out a nation. So you're inherently African, whether we're going to look at you just growing as a nation in Egypt, or you migrating from the Levant, which is, again, on the African continent.
And I wanted to also add the fact that when we talk about African culture, what is African culture? What is that? Like when you say African culture, what's the first thing popping in your head? Because if I was to say Japanese culture, you would bring up ninjas, and samurais, and katana blades, and things of that nature. If I brought up Russia, you might bring up vodka. You might bring up, the Kremlin. You might bring up, things of that nature. But when you say African culture, what you talking about? Because when you get to, you have to show me something that the so-called Hebrew Israelite people does that the African people do not do. What is that? What is that? What is it that they do that the African people don't do? So how can you say where the culture begins and ends? You don't know. You don't know what African culture is. Because when I look at Africa, they do everything. They do everything from the top to the bottom. It's thousands of different ethnic groups. It's thousands of damn languages, and they got cognitives all throughout them, and they all share a similar culture with each other. So when you say, we not from the same, how? What you think Africans don't do circumcisions? They do circumcisions.
Right, more than anybody else. They do circumcision more than anybody else.
They did sacrifices too. Like what is it that they do that you are saying is exclusive to Hebrew Israelites? What is exclusive to Hebrew Israelites? You see what I'm saying? Versus what is African culture. So when you get to asking me what African culture is, I'm gonna tell you it's world culture. It's a world, it's a worldwide culture. It's not something that's isolated or exclusive to one general area. It is very, very broad. Africans drive cars, they ride horses and camels, they eat pigs, they eat they do it all. They do it all. Like you talking about a place that is more diverse than any other place on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So these people don't even know what African culture is. So when you think African culture, the only thing you can think of is kente cloth. That's your fault.
Right.
That's your fault for not understanding and knowing your own ancestral culture.
Not to mention that so-called African cultures will predate the Hebrew Israelite culture by hundreds of thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey. But you know what I'm saying? They culture is predated by African culture. So where did you get this culture from? How did you obtain this culture? And a lot of them look to Africa with this disdain, you know what I'm saying? And look to the Nile Valley with this disdain when you don't find this in the Bible. In the Bible, the most high, the Bible said, Egypt, my people. That's what your God said. You know what I'm saying? Your God said, Egypt, my people.
Yeah. He called Egypt his people, and he called Israel his inheritance. So
his inheritance.
Israel was his property. That's
right.
Property. Inheritance, that's a property. You know what I'm saying? But he said, Egypt is my people. He claimed,
right.
Hey, that's my blood right there. And he called Israel his property. So I mean, you can take it how you want. you know what I'm saying? You can take it
Miriam was cursed for speaking on Moses' Cushite wife. You know what I'm saying? Slapped on the black offal. Turned the white as snow for speaking on the Cushite woman. You know what I'm saying? So I read the same Bible they read, and I ain't get all of this hate and division from their Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because I see how Israelites were cursed for being against these people. It's like we was having a discussion about a week or two ago about whether or not Ruth was a Moabite. They're saying that Ruth was an Israelite when the Bible not one time says Ruth the Israelite. It always refers to her as a Moabite.
Yeah.
As a Moabite. You know what I'm saying? And they try to romanticize her as an Israelite only because she's the great-great-grandmother of the Messiah.
Yeah, and not only was she the great grandmother of the Messiah, she was a princess herself. She was the daughter of Eglon, who was a Moabite king, who had Israel under his rule for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? So if it was not for Ruth being of royal lineage, they wouldn't even have a royal line. You wouldn't have a royal line if it was not for the Moabite nobility. So you know what I'm saying? You better put some respect on their name. You know what I'm saying? Because without them, ain't no Solomon, ain't no David, and it ain't no Jesus.
Because when you look to the judges in the time of King Elon, who is Ruth's father, the Israelites didn't have kings. They had no kings. You don't start hearing about Israelite kings until after the time of Elon, after Ruth.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And my brother beat severely bludgeoned a Hebrew Israelite to social death. You know what I'm saying? Over that topic. You know what I mean? And so, like, listen, when y'all come up against Naga, y'all better have y'all ducks in a row, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we not playing with y'all when it comes to this information. We're not playing with you, and we're gonna bring your own source. We don't have to bring weapons to the war. Y'all gonna bring all the weapons for us, and we just gonna take y'all weapons and use them against you. We ain't gotta bring nothing. You know what I'm saying? So in the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We get these little clowns. We get these hecklers like this Takuchi Dawson guy. You know what I'm saying? You like this guy. This man is a person who lies about having cancer, you know what I'm saying, to get sympathy from the Lion's Den. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy lies on a continuous basis, and right now he's in the crowd trying to be relevant, trying to become relevant. You know what I'm saying? By trying to challenge us, say all type of retarded things. You know what I'm saying? This is one of our biggest haters and one of our biggest fans. If he hate us so much, why you following us? Why you even looking at what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even here? You know what I'm saying? But this guy's a reject. He's a reject, and everywhere he goes, anguish follows. Everywhere he goes, people reject him because he's a liar and a swindler. You know what I'm saying? So that particular demonic entity, like, I don't even really like discoursing with that guy. It's not because I think he's because I think he lacks intelligence and comprehension. Like, this is a person who went into a debate and said the ancients were riding around in Bentleys and driving helicopters and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, bruh,
that didn't happen, man. That didn't happen.
Yes, happened.
Bruh, you go ask your partner, Ratchet Craig. He just had a show yesterday reviewing that man's debate because he had a defeat. He got defeated by Young Scribe. Shout out Ampu Crew. He had a debate
against Scribe, man.
Yeah, and Young Scribe beat the slop out of him, tore him limb for limb throughout the entire debate. This man said that they had nuclear bombs in ancient India. You know what I'm saying? And they was riding around in cars. Yes, like this is a person who will out blatantly lie on the word of God. This is the word.
I got Takari coming on either Wednesday or Thursday, man. Takari, I'm gonna need you to explain some of this, my bro.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, get him to explain.
It's the same person. DMG, this the same person said, you was a judge in my debate against Commission at Death Heru. This the same person who said the judging in that debate was biased because they picked people who believe what I believe, basically. Now, this was your first time meeting was when you was a judge in that debate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
All of the judges basically said the same thing. They voted for me based on the chronology. My chronology was better than his. I was able to connect it, and he started crying that that ruling was biased. You know what I'm saying? When I'm like, I don't pick the judges. I just bring the information.
I didn't know neither one of y'all.
Right.
At the time, you didn't know none of us, right?
Yeah, at the time I didn't even know I knew yet. So yeah, that's
this guy, bro, is he's a character. He's one of the main antagonists who creates homosexual propaganda against Naga or wives. This guy, Takori, the one you finna have on Wednesday, he does this.
Right.
I got screenshots of this guy just putting out rhetoric and lies and rumors on top of rumors. The dude say I wear makeup. He just all type of weirdo stuff like that comes out of this guy's mouth. And everybody who knows him knows Takori as a habitual liar. So and you look, I tell you, whenever I know something about these characters in the community, I come to you and let you know, like, hey, you might want to look at this before it taints your platform. You need to go look into this. You know what I'm saying? And I do that on purpose because you my brother, and I don't want you caught up in none of the bull crap that they doing. But this guy is one of those people. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he's made it his business to slander Naga. That's the reason why right now, if you go through all of those comments, you will see he's the main one in there talking negative stuff about us during this whole ordeal. So, you know, shout out to Corey. Thanks for being a hater. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Keep up the good work, brother.
We're gonna keep you on your job, boss.
Wow.
You can't stand us, neither our wives. That boy can't stand us or our wives, bro.
Yeah. And here go a so-called supposed to be Hebrew Israelite, and this guy claimed his house burned down. Now keep in mind, he ain't never owned a house a day in his life. He never owned a house. But what really happened is he got kicked out. His people kicked him out the house, and that's the reason why he was going live at McDonald's and Burger King and libraries and shit, and people telling him to shut up all that hollering and stuff. That's this guy. That's this guy. This guy right here got mad at God and put Yahweh on trial. He put
God on trial.
Israelite put his own God on trial and blamed his
God. Pause.
Yeah, man.
Pause. You say he put God on trial?
He put him
God
on trial.
You put him on trial, brother.
He put God. He put the Most High on trial. Curse Yahweh. That man cursed Yahweh and then still had a nerve to come on here and get to talking about Yahweh. This the Most High. This man, the Most High hates you. He hates you. You're unstable in your mind and your thoughts and your ways. And you're a slanderer and a liar. And your Bible tells you that a liar cannot tarry in the sight of God. That a liar is a stench in God's nostrils. That's what your book tells you. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is one of those people that we keep saying that they profess to be righteous. They profess to be children of the Most High, profess to follow the word of God. But then when you look at their actions, it does not match up. It don't match up. He's
so before I drop this link, let's briefly go over the God is light concept, because I know I got some Christian brothers who want the smoke on that. Shout out to my brother GT in the building. When y'all talk about God is light and you see the opposition towards it and the criticism from believers of the Abrahamic faiths in particular, why do you think that is? Is it a lack of understanding? Is it just that it's different from their concept? What is it that make that so polarizing? And then kind of break down why you feel like even when it comes to the Bible, the Quran, and some of the other beliefs like the Hindu beliefs and Kemetic beliefs that what y'all saying about God being light is actually backed up by the ancient texts.
All right, so here's the thing. And you can ask any one of these Christians this. Does your Bible say God is light? That's a yes or no question.
Yes or no question.
Does your Bible say that God is the everlasting light? That's a yes or no question. Does your Bible say God changes not? So if we go to Isaiah 16, I'm gonna bring that up real quick for us. Right?
Isaiah 60:19, 60:19 and 20.
All right, let me pull it up real quick. Isaiah 60:19. There we go. I'm gonna pull this up for them real quick. There we go. I'm gonna pull it up for them real quick because they don't like it. They actually hate it. So I honestly believe that they just hate God. They hate their own God.
Oh.
And not only do they hate their own God, when you what we do is bring God to the forefront so you can see that God is real. You know what I'm saying? From a in a physical aspect, God is real. Like so that's the whole reason why we say God is light, because that's a universal concept within religion. And then we'll tell you that light is electromagnetism according to physics. So you can argue all day if God is light. You know what I'm saying? You're only arguing against your own belief.
Your own belief, right?
But when we say light is electromagnetism, it's up to you to prove that light is an electromagnetic radiation. That's up to you. And that's an uphill battle. So again, we're going to look at this right here. That you see that this says Isaiah 60:19, right? Y'all see that? Isaiah 60:19. Then we're going to see right here where it says the sun will be no more. The sun will no more be your light by day, nor will the brightness of the moon shine on you, for the Lord will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your glory. That's what it says. It's calling the Lord your everlasting light. Now,
as opposed to the sun and the moon.
Right. So right here is literally telling you that the sun and moon ain't gonna give you no light no more. That's literal. That's literally talking about the sun and the moon. One day the sun and the moon not gonna give you light, and that the Lord is gonna be your everlasting light. And then if we go to the text analysis of this particular scripture, you will see that it's a concrete translation. It's a concrete translation, meaning it's not metaphorical. So this right here is solidified. Now they'll try to bring up Genesis and say, well, God created light in the beginning, and God said, "Let there be light." Yeah, that's talking about visible light for your ass. But
yeah, it's talking about visible light.
Yeah, but light itself, when you talk about the electromagnetic spectrum, is so vast that humans can't even properly process all of the electromagnetic spectrum. When you talk about the visible portion of the light spectrum, you're only talking about 0.00035% of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. That's not even 0.5%. That's not even
half of 1%.
Half of a percent. So you can only see, touch, and taste, feel sensation.
Less than half of 1%.
Less than 0.0035%. That's how that and just that itty bitty little spectrum of light, everything you see in the universe, everything that you see on a daily basis, including your own bodily functions off of that particular spectrum of light. You see what I'm saying? So the rest of it is pretty much unknown to us. And so when you get to talking about God, how vast God is and unknowable it is to man, then that makes a lot of sense that we only know this itty bitty small portion of God, this one little aspect of God. So what we're saying is, here is an aspect of God that you can touch, taste, feel, and sensationalize. Here is the actual proof and the existence, a proof that God actually exists. And it exists in the form of electromagnetism. If it exists in the form of electric charge. Without electric charge, you don't have motion. Without electric charge, there's no motion, there's no time. Without time and motion, you have nothing. Nothing exists.
Without the electromagnetic force, there is no matter.
There's no matter. So when they get to talking about well, God is omnipotent, omniconscious, omnipresent. Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've said this to you before. If I was looking for the dog with orange spots, right? I wouldn't be looking for the dog with blue spots, right? I'd be looking specifically for the dog with orange spots. So when you get to talking about God and you're looking for God, you need to be looking for the attributes of God, right? Not what somebody think, but the actual attributes. So when we're looking at something that is omnipresent, that means it's everywhere at all times, irregardless if you believe it or not, it is there, right? That's electric charge. Electric charge is all over the universe, all at the same time, omnipresent, omnipotent. When you get to talk about the all-powerful, what is the most powerful thing that we know? The most powerful thing humans know in this reality, in this universe, is gamma ray burst. Gamma ray is electromagnetism. That's light. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's so we're talking about the most powerful thing in the universe. When you talk about omniconscious, when you talk about having the ability to know all things, light has the ability to encapsulate and capacitate all knowledge. Without light, without electromagnetic energy, without electric charge, you wouldn't have neurons to even have a damn thought. So again, when we're talking about light, when we're talking about electric charge, negative and positive charge, Everything in the universe operates off negative and positive charge. You cannot show me nothing that does not have a negative and positive charge to it. You know, everything in the universe operates off this duality. You know what I'm saying? So again, people can argue if they don't believe God is light. That's your own personal belief. But
Right.
that's what your book say. That's what the Bhagavad Gita say. That's what the I Ching say. That's what the Nile Valley is saying when they bring up Atum, when they bring up Ra. That's what they're telling you. When they bring up Shango, when they bring up Kulu, that's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about that everlasting light, that light. That's what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So again, for those who want to challenge us, understand when you challenge us, you're actually challenging the Bible. You're not challenging us, because that's
you challenging your own belief. And a lot of them try to run the Genesis 1:3 where it says, "Let there be light," as proof that God created light. And I always back them up to Genesis 1:1, where it says, "In the beginning, God created heaven and earth." And the question I asked them is, how you get heaven and earth without matter? How you get heaven and earth if atoms and molecules never form?
Right. Now you got to understand how deep that question is, right? So if in the beginning there was nothing but God, right? Then that means that God must be the negative and positive charge that was the causation for everything. It would have to be. Or unless you're saying it's something else that precedes God. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to be arguing against their own belief. They're going to be arguing against their own book. We didn't write the Bible. We didn't tell y'all that God is light, in him there's no darkness. Your Bible says that shit. Now you can try to rationalize that shit away by bringing up extra biblical commentators. We don't do that. The book says God is light. We don't give a damn what light it is. We don't care if it's metaphorical light, if it's physical light. We don't care. We're not going to change not one word in the book. I think the book is perfect the way it is. If that's the way it's wrote, that's the way it's wrote. And it's up to you to falsify that book on your own. We're not going to falsify it.
The book says do not add and take away. You know what I'm saying? That's what it says. It says do not add and take away. And I know when I take them to Genesis 1:1, why that triggers them. Because according to physics, the electromagnetic force comes before matter. Because atoms and molecules will never form without the electromagnetic force, and you will never have matter. And they only have one thing that comes before Genesis 1:1, and that's God.
All right, we got my brother GT in the building. We also got my brother Takari in the back, and I know y'all was just talking about the hostility y'all got with the brother. Do y'all want to let the brother up for questions, or y'all want to pass on Takari?
We could wait to add the brother JT go, because Takari's toxic.
All you gotta do is break your back.
Right, G. What's your question for the brothers from Naga? Because we trying to keep it as brief as possible. We've been on for almost 2 hours. We're gonna get ready to get out of here soon. But what's your question for the brother?
It's not a question, it's just more of a response to what I've been hearing for the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so my first response to I can't really see right now, but the comment about Genesis 1:1, and you said, and you said this, you said, how do you have the earth without matter? Right? That was
that's correct. How you get heaven and earth without if atoms and molecules never form?
All right, so this is I'm gonna say this. If you don't know that earth is matter, then we have a serious situation here. Because if you're telling people that they're wrong and they're challenging the God of the Bible, but yet you don't know what matter is, that is a serious matter. Because what we see in Genesis 1:1 is the creation of
matter. As a matter of fact, when you look at the creation itself, of course, you was right when you said before creation there was God, because you know uh, God is uncreated. But in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. You have the fabric of space, which was created when He created the heavens, and when He placed matter or the earth in the fabric of space, it affected time, or in essence, it started time. So you do know that the universe is created, it's created. It has three components to it. The universe is made up of time, space, and matter. So when God, in the beginning, that's time. God created the heaven, that's space, and He created the earth. That's matter. And then on this whole matter of God being light, I would have to say that maybe y'all are looking at it from, like you stated, a physical perspective, and not so much as a spiritual matter, as the New Testament tells us that, you know, uh, the things of the spirit is hard for people who hold on to the physical world to discern those things of the spirit. Let me give you one example before I go. You say we're going against God because we don't say God is light. So we do know, yeah, in Genesis, God created the light. God created the light. But you say the scriptures in Isaiah 60 says that God will be the light of the world, which is true in a sense. But spiritually, let's look at this. The scriptures tell us that when Jesus came to the city of the Gentiles, that He fulfilled the prophecy of the Old Testament, said that the light sprung up amongst the Gentiles. Was Jesus walking around illuminated? I don't think so. So just to keep things brief, I would just have to say I respectfully disagree with y'all.
Can I
And
respond?
let me go, because
Are you,
you
please,
came with the
please,
misconception that I don't understand or know what matter is. I know full well what matter is, and I know heaven and earth are both material. It's just that I also know that it's a scientific fact that without the electromagnetic force, light is electromagnetism. Remember that. Without the electromagnetic force, atoms and molecules would never form. And if atoms and molecules never form, how you get matter? How you get enough matter to become heaven and earth? So we know, just according to the physics, dealing with the electromagnetic force are the four fundamental forces of nature, had to come before heaven and earth because they are both material. And that kind of triggers believers because they only have one thing that comes before heaven and earth. We just showing y'all that it's the electromagnetic force.
Now, the thing that I wanted to comment on was he said that the universe is made up of three things, and that was time, space, and matter. But if I was to ask him what is time, you know what I'm saying? Then and I don't know exactly what he's going to say, but the proper answer is it's a frame reference of events. That's what time is. Time is a measurement of motion, right? And where does motion come from? Motion comes from charge. It comes from attraction and repulsion. Without attraction and repulsion, you don't have motion. And this is the same throughout the human body. This is the same thing dealing with particles. This is the same thing dealing with energy. Without negative and positive charge, you do not get motion. Therefore, you do not get time. So before, you cannot have a beginning. You can't have a beginning without something prompting a frame reference of events. You cannot have a beginning. Beginning is a reference of time, right? So you cannot have a beginning if you do not have attraction and repulsion, which creates motion, which puts things in motion. So again, you have to just really understand physics You know what I'm saying? The physical part, like when we get to talking about this, you have to understand, have a grasp on physics first, and not
Right,
just biblical
Okay.
account.
All right,
And
can I respond real quick? Let me respond because then I'm gonna have to go. But now you said time is you have to have positive, negative, motion, and all this other stuff. No, sir. No, sir. If you understand cosmology, you will understand, and this is an observable thing. When any time that you affect the fabric of space, it affects time. If you know anything about the atomic clock, it's measured at in one point of reference is at the lowest part of the earth, and the other clock is at the highest point of the earth, and they both register different times. The lower you go in the level of the earth, time moves slower, and as you get higher and higher, time moves faster. It may be by a few nanoseconds or whatever, but the clocks register that. However, when it comes to time, if there's nothing in the fabric of space, because space has it's this electromagnetism that you're talking about, space is full of this stuff. When you add matter to it, it affects time. So therefore, when God created the heaven, which was the fabric of space, and introduced matter, which was the earth, it started the beginning of time.
Yeah, that like I said again, when we talking about physics, when you're talking about physics, we cannot go back and forth in between theology. When we say light is electromagnetism, that is a fundamental fact. Again, when I say time is a frame reference of events, and you cannot have a time, you cannot have a reference of events without something putting those events into motion. And the thing that puts those events into motion is charge. Without charge, which is attraction and repulsion, without that, you do not have time. Atomic clock does not create time. Motion creates time. And motion is inherently directly caused because of charge, because of positive and negative charge. With and like anybody who played with magnets knows that when you put them together, they repel each other or they attract each other. That's motion. That's motion. You ain't even got to do nothing. It'll do it on its own, and it's motion. And that's because of the charge in between those particles. They're attracting each other. You know what I'm saying? So again, you have to have a firm grasp in physics to understand what we're saying. This is
right.
something you could just jump into and like
So
freestyle.
like,
My brother
to
Najiti,
give you-
if I may, I gotta warn my brother Najiti now. Hey, you my brother, you A1 since day one, all of that good stuff. But I don't know if you remember, because it's been a while since the brother been on here. But this is the electromagnetic Messiah who you speaking of.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if you remember, but hey, I don't know if you wanna. You know how they say, don't bark.
We have. I think we
Yeah,
have.
y'all had a couple back and forths back in the day, but you know how they say, man, don't bark up that tree. That tree might fall on you. Are you sure you want to bark up this tree?
I mean, I'm here right now. I'm here right now.
Electrical pole, I should say.
Nah, it's cool. I just came to. I just came to check them out.
You can say I'm here, ain't I? So hey, we might be able to set something up, in the future between y'all, man. But go ahead. I ain't mean to interrupt. Don't forget we got Takari in the back, so don't forget.
Right. And see, that's why you are honorary member of NAGA, because you created that electromagnetic Messiah handle. You know what I'm saying? and we all embrace that. You know what I'm saying? But to give the brother an idea of how time is chart and movement is a frame reference of events. A day is measuring Earth's rotation on its axis, right? That's movement. A year measures Earth's orbit around the sun. We're talking about movement. And a year is a measurement of time, also a day. You know what I'm saying? So time is indeed a frame reference of events. But it goes back to what I brought up about Genesis 1:1. How you have a frame reference of events if there is no matter, if matter never forms. You know what I'm saying? So we know charge had to be present in order for you to have atoms and molecules forming, binding together to the nucleus of an atom, you know what I'm saying, for you to get the matter in order for these frame references of events to occur. Because without the matter, what reference of events is there?
None.
Exactly. That's what I just stated, that when God created the heaven, the fabric of space, where this electromagnetism is residing, and he introduced matter, which is the earth, it started the beginning of time. As a matter of fact, let me break down time just a tad bit more for you. Yes, just like the universe is set up, time, space, matter. Well, let's look at time. Time is broken up into past, present, future, and I can keep going with that, with these three triads, if you understand where I'm going with that. What I'm stating is that uh the creation demonstrates that God is the creator. But it seems here that y'all got it a little backwards, in stating that God is electromagnetism. DMG, let me just read this real quick, and then I'm
Well,
gonna have to hop
hold
off.
on. Before you do that, you have to separate the two ideas. Okay, when we say God is light, that is a theological concept. When we say light is electromagnetism, that's fundamental fact of science. So what we was just talking about was physics. Now, when you bring up the Bible, that's theology. They're not the same thing, and they're not to be misconstrued. Okay, so one they can complement each other, but they're not the same thing. So again, when we do our due diligence, right? When we study to show ourselves approved, our people die from a lack of knowledge, right? Okay, we are saying that our pursuit in knowledge and truth has came by the way of physics. And when we define our reality with physics, right, this is how we define time, a frame reference of events. When we talk about motion, this is what we're literally talking about is charge attraction. You know what I'm saying? And repulsion. So we ain't even brought up God. We ain't said nothing about God yet. You see what I'm saying? That's all physics. So again, when you bring up what the Bible says or what a scripture says, now you're finna go up into your own personal beliefs and interpretation, and we can't take that from you. We can't stop you from believing whatever you it is that you want to believe. You
Okay.
know.
All right, so uh, just go back to what I stated earlier about how uh, the fabric of space is affected by matter. Like uh, a body within the cosmos can actually cause the fabric of space around it to warp. That is not just because, you know what I'm saying, if I identify that God created matter and introduced it to the ether, uh I'm it's basically just showing you that, when the scriptures show that God created the heavens and the earth, that's exactly what he did. No, he didn't give us no scientific explanation for it, but like you all, the pursuit of knowledge, has led us to many different types of sciences that has revealed to us exactly what the Bible has said. Unfortunately, um, we are just now catching up to to the science, but it's plainly written right there. Um,
Can I ask you
yeah.
a question, brother?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, ask me a
When you
question.
says God and you call God He, right? Do you believe in biology and physics? Do you
Yeah,
subscribe to biology and physics?
it's a science. Why would
Okay,
not?
so would you agree that when you say he, you're talking about a male?
When I say he, I'm using
Okay, so
anthropological.
we agree that
Yes,
anthropomorphification
I
is
knew you was
not
going there. You asked me
yeah,
this before. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah. So we both agree that anthropomorphication is not physical reality, right?
No, it doesn't necessarily.
Right. So if you're
Right.
anthropomorphizing God, doesn't that mean that you're lying on God?
No.
How is it?
Okay, so when
Can
God,
you
hold
prove
on,
God
hold on.
has
When,
a can you
listen,
prove God
listen,
has a
listen, listen, real
testicles?
quick.
Because
Listen.
in order for a person or a being to be called a he would have to be a male, which would have to have genitals. So you're saying that God has genitals?
Notice what you did. You took anthropomorphic language, and you're trying to ascribe it to something physical. When they're
No,
using, oh,
that's what
listen,
y'all doing.
listen,
Y'all
bro.
call God a he.
Okay, but
He is a
we're
male.
using we're God. The
That's a
Bible
man.
says that the Bible
That's
says
something
God is
physical.
a spirit. The Bible says
Okay,
God
so
is a
what is
spirit,
a
and we
spirit,
who
sir?
worship Him must worship Him
Let,
in
let, let, him, let, him,
spirit.
let him respond so we can get to the car.
Yeah, well,
But we
so
need
what
to
is a spirit, brother?
we need to set up a discussion with y'all, man. We need to come up with a topic and let y'all, because y'all, I forgot y'all been having this
I want him
this
to answer.
little interaction
We
for a
can
I
do
while.
that.
already answered it. I
I
already
want to him
Go
answered
to
it.
ahead,
answer.
go
What
ahead,
is the
GT.
spirit,
My,
brother?
my bad, GT. Go ahead.
What is the spirit?
A spirit is is a I don't know a scientific.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Right.
a great
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. I don't
So
know a
according
scientific
to your
name that
book,
you're trying to get out of me, but I'll
no,
say
no, no. I'm trying to get you to state
I
the truth.
mean,
According to
yeah,
your book,
and you told
spirit
the
is
truth.
breath. You told the truth when you said I don't know. So spirit is breath according to your particular belief. But according to science, breath is gas. That's what breath is. It's
All right,
air.
but hold up,
It's
hold up.
gas.
But
So are you saying that God is air?
some
That God
spirits
is
do
gas?
not. Hey, bro, some spirits don't reside in the physical room. So
Okay,
are you? So are you
can you
saying
show us
that
one of
there's
those
gas?
spirits?
Are you saying that there's gas in the spiritual room?
No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm
Oh, let me
saying
ask
is,
you a question. Do you believe
okay,
in the spiritual room?
I believe in the realm of
That's a
energy.
yes or no question.
I believe well first you have to understand how it defines spirit.
First, you need to answer the question. It's a yes or no
Yeah,
question.
okay. Again, you have to know how I define spirit in order for me to answer that question for you.
Do you believe in the spiritual realm?
Okay,
Yes or no?
you will have to understand how I define spirit for me to answer that for you. I
It's
define
a
spirit
yes
as an
or no.
electrical. I define spirit as an electromagnetic phenomenon.
Okay, you use that word phenomenon. What does phenomenon mean? Now watch this.
A phenomenon. It's a causation.
A causation, or is it an expression of something causation? Which one is it?
I don't know. You use the same word that I said. I don't know how to. I don't know how
Oh,
that works.
hey, you got that one right. You don't know. You see how
Yeah,
that go?
yeah,
You see how that go?
yeah.
Now you said phenomenon. That means that it's outwardly expressed. So, um, a spirit is that expressed? Is that a phenomenon?
So again, if you're asking me about a phenomenon specifically, a phenomenon is a thing that you can observe. It's something that can be observed, felt, or sensationalized. That's what a phenomenon is.
Okay. Now,
So
in my
again,
definition,
when I say that
a
spirit is an
spirit can't do that.
electromagnetic phenomenon, I'm literally saying that it is this electromagnetic event that's happening is something that you can sensationalize. So without sensation, you would be dead. You would be dead without sensation, without being able to hear, touch, taste, feel. Those are all sensations. And when we talk about your body only operates because you have a nervous system that collects information through electromagnetic energy. That's how your body interprets all of that stuff. So again,
Yeah, through the nervous system and the brain.
right. Well, you can't just play it off.
Electrical currents.
So if you
from one
died,
connected to the
if you
yeah,
died today, sir, and they would hook a defibrillator up to you and shock you with a few thousand volts to bring you back. They're not gonna hook a Quran, Torah, a Bible up to you and yell out Yahweh and Hallelujah. They're gonna put volts through you. When you go to the hospital and they get an MRI, they hook you up to electromagnetic devices that are measuring the voltage in your body. When you have an illness, it's because of the lack of voltage or too much voltage. It's not because of the lack of prayer. It's not from the lack of faith. It's from the lack of voltage. When you have a heart attack, that is a voltage issue. You understand what I'm saying?
That means your arteries are clogged.
Brother. A heart attack is voltage issue. Go look it up. Don't freestyle.
I ain't got to freestyle. I know what causes heart attacks. When your arteries are clogged.
Set up some dialogue between us, and we'll have that. Go ahead and bring up Takuchi, bro.
Hey, Anu, pull up.
GT, I'm gonna get with you either when I get off of here or tomorrow, and see if we can set something up between either Naga as a team and the Dream Team, or just you and the New, and we'll figure out a topic whether or not we want to just do is God light or whatever subject y'all want to tackle. But we definitely need to set something up, bro.
Hey, whatever you want to do, boss.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
All right,
man. We can bring up the story.
All right. Hey, Anu. The brother mentioned the New Testament. You know, I hope he's still watching. I want you to bring up Revelations 21:23.
You say Revelations, hold on.
You can either bring up 21:23 or 22:5. Either one of them will do.
Say 21:23.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Lord Benu in the building. I've been meaning to say that all night and kept forgetting. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I got you to bring that up because the brother mentioned the New Testament, you know, to counteract what you said about Isaiah 60:19 and 20. But if you read, I want you to read that verse for him once you get it pulled up.
Pull it up for me, DMG.
Because it reiterates what we find in Isaiah 60:19 in the New Testament.
Which scripture was it?
Revelations 21:23.
Yeah, it's basically saying the same thing that Isaiah 60 said about the
yeah, I got it in a screen share.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Okay, my bad. I thought you meant for me to bring it up myself. Okay, I got you. I got it.
Read that for him, Anu.
Hey, before you read it, see the screen, the Slim Reaper put up a message. So
oh yeah, I see that. It says the city does not need the sun or moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and the Lamb is its lamp.
So is that talking about metaphorical light?
Well, let's see. I would say in this case, no. It doesn't seem as if it's symbolic or metaphorical, based upon what the kingdom of God is supposed to, be like. Within the kingdom, there is a eternal light that more than likely is resonating off of, from the Father and the Son in the city.
So can we ask you this? Does God change?
Yeah, does God change?
No, God doesn't change.
So if God is going to be light in the end, does that mean God is light in the beginning?
Well, let's see. The light bulb is a light bulb.
No, we're not talking about light bulb.
Light So
I'm not talking about light bulb. I asked you, does God change?
what
You said
I'm
Say
saying,
no.
what
You
I'm
said
saying,
no.
just
You said
because
no. And I asked you, well, if God is light in the end, does that mean God is light in the beginning?
God is not light
Okay, then you
in
just
the end.
falsified the Bible,
No,
brother.
listen,
Thanks.
God is not light in the end. He's there giving off light. He's not the light. He's giving off light.
Okay. It
There's a
says God. It
difference.
says
There's a
God is light.
difference.
It literally says God is light. It literally says God is radiant. You know what radiance are? Do you know what radiation is?
Radiant. That means that he's glowing.
Do you know what a glow is? You know what glowing is?
Yeah, glowing is a form of energy.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's a form of radiation.
Right, that's radiation. That's
That's
talking about
radiation.
radiation.
You know the root word of radiation is? Rays. You know what a ray is? Thanks,
Sun
brother.
rays, sun rays.
I got it.
Thanks.
I got it right here in
X-rays,
front of me.
gamma rays.
X-rays.
X-rays, gamma rays.
Yeah,
Hold on.
rays. Those are all radiation, electromagnetic radiation.
And not
They
to
all
mention,
Listen here.
glow.
This is what I wanted to read before I left. Visible light is a particular type of electromagnetic radiation
Yeah, we already covered that.
to which the human eye happens to be sensitive. But just as there are sound waves that humans can't hear, there are also invisible electromagnetic
Yeah, we
radiations
covered
which
that.
goes completely undetected by our eyes. Right. So
Yeah, we covered that.
so basically, I mean, what you're stating is that God is, these radio waves.
No, we saying God is the entire spectrum and the fullness thereof.
right.
You
In
so
other
so
words,
yeah, right. So you broke the light spectrum up into its different categories, and you're just saying
No,
that
I
God
didn't
is
break it. We
made
didn't
up
break it
of
up in
all of
different
this.
categories. That's how physics define light.
Hey, DMG, can I say something?
Give me 1 second, bro, and I got you. GT.
Boy,
We going if you can hold for a second, I'm gonna get back to you. Let us get to Takari
yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
gonna
Let
get
me.
out of here in exactly 10 minutes. But we
Okay.
still
Yeah, just
we
set
gonna set
something up, bro.
up that conversation. We gonna set that up regardless. We just gotta figure out if it's just gonna be you and a new or if it's gonna be a team thing.
Okay,
Get your
all right.
squad, brother.
yeah, because we got multiple electromagnetic messiahs.
It's a lot of electromagnetic messiahs, and they growing every day.
Oh man. I want to tell y'all though, this brother got a dream team. He do during the week. Y'all need to check him out, man. He not no slouch at all. So this gonna be a good one. We gonna set something up, GT.
All right,
Sakari,
bro.
my brother, man. It been some things said. Me and you gonna deal with that when you do your show. But in the meantime, let's keep it respectful. What question do you have for Naga?
Well, I did want to address, because if they gonna try to attack me personally and they don't even know anything about my life, then they can't get. And this is why I'm talking about. This what they do in the Lions Den. They go around and they personally attack folks who beat them up on information because they can't take a butt whooping. You can't talk about my house and rather my house burning down anew because you don't got a place. You live off your woman and you 45 years old. You lied about
Okay,
having a
hold
business.
on.
I told you the brother was toxic.
Takari. Let's not do. I understand they said what they said, but me and you gonna do a show this week. You got my word on it if you willing to. And I promise you can get out whatever steam you want. But you know if you get into this, they gonna want to respond, and then it's gonna
We're
be,
not gonna
you know what I
respond to
mean? It ain't gonna be fair. It ain't gonna be fair to nobody, and I gotta get out of here. So if you got a question on the information, let's do that, and we'll save the personal stuff for you to kind of take like 5 or 10 minutes when we open your show to kind of air that out. But we're not gonna.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm gonna come with receipts. He ain't gonna come with no receipts. I'm gonna show you that he really a bisexual, but we gonna talk about that in my show. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. I'm gonna start off with Ruben first. Ruben, you talked about I don't know parts of speech. It's actually called parts of speech and not basic parts of speech. We got a debate in 2 weeks about basic parts of speech, if you want to call it that. We got a debate in 2 weeks on paradigm shift. Our titles people, because you ran from this debate in the Lions Den. So you can redeem yourself on this platform, and we gonna debate our titles people. L'Real, Fag, we gonna debate God is light.
Yeah, he gonna.
I'm gonna get both of y'all. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get you on God is light.
Let me know when you're next.
So when you want to set this debate up on our titles people, you know, since
first of all, if you want to debate that, Takari, the title is gonna be our titles people are the possession of people.
Bro, nobody disagree that they possession of people.
If you not disagreeing that they're not if you agree that they're the possession of people, you agree that they are not people.
This is why we need to do a debate on this.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
are you gonna stand? So are you gonna debate,
brother?
Are you gonna debate, bro?
Brother, I didn't cut you off. Like I said, if we're going to debate that, the title is Takari. Our titles people are the possession of people. Can't be both.
I'm not about to debate something I'm not against. That's crazy. Bro, you got to pull up a receipt where I said, well, no, hold on, because I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. No, I didn't. Listen, nobody. First of all, in my first debate with you, I was talking about how people possess titles. You can't put an argument on somebody and then try to make them debate that argument that they never stood against. I never said people didn't possess titles. I'm saying that they are identified by their titles. Okay, pull up the receipt.
What you said?
So listen. Do you want to debate? Do you want to debate the topic?
This is gonna be a toxic back and forth, brother.
What I said was, if you want to debate that, Takari, the title is "Our Titles People Are the Possession of People." It was your position. Hold up. It was your position that titles are people. It's my position that titles are the possession of people.
You said titles are not people. You said they are not identified by them. You said they wasn't identified by them.
Takari, have a little decorum, brother.
Go ahead.
Your possession is that titles are people. It's my possession that titles are possessed by people, and a title is not describing a person until the title is attached to a first person proper noun name. And when we debated, I asked you what part of speech do the name of people fall under, and you said determinatives.
Bro, you don't know what trolling is? You don't know what trolling is?
How you trolling in a debate?
Your whole round, I'ma tell you why. Let me speak. Let me speak. I'ma tell you why. Because your whole debate was the topic of the debate we had was about Egyptian determinatives in hieroglyphs. You spent your whole time. Hold on, don't interrupt me, because don't interrupt me. I'll let you speak. The topic was, do the glyphs have to have a person determinative, and it went talking about people. Meaning the debate was about is the determinative of a person is mandatory in the glyph for the glyph to talk about a person. You spent your time talking about proper noun names in a debate about determinatives. So I trolled you on the last question and said determinatives. I can troll you after I beat your behind. That's what I can do. So anyways, okay, that's fine. Do you want to debate our titles people?
I told you again. I told you
Bro,
again.
I'm not about to, bro. I'm not about to debate no possessions of titles, people possessing titles when I already agree, when I never disagreed with that.
That's you conceding defeat.
So you scared? Okay. Well, let me go to let me go to this weirdo right here. Let me go to this 300-pound weirdo right here.
Respond to you, brother. Can
you real?
Can you at least mute out while I respond to that? What you just said, brother?
You said you just ran. So
brother,
the real, you want this smoke on God? It's like,
brother, can you mute out?
You don't have the authority nor the intelligence to debate me, nigga. I wouldn't give you the
bro. But hold on, wait a minute. But first, you went from saying you called me out to saying you ain't gonna give me a time of day.
Did you hear what I just said?
Listen, bro, you running from me, bro. You running, bro. See, DMG, this is what I'm talking about. They gonna come in here and they not gonna do nothing in here. They just gonna take over your group. That's what they gonna do.
You asked me, will I debate you? And I told you, you are not equivalent to my persona. I will not give you the time or day. That is my
fam,
answer.
you 0 and 3, bro. Stop it.
That is the end of the conversation between you and I.
Yeah, you 0 and 3. You really got bodied by a 27-year-old guy and you 42.
Are you still talking to me?
Can you mute out?
Okay, so both of these.
What you said.
Okay, hey, Takari, let them respond. And remember, you got your own show coming up. So whatever you want to address, you'll be able to address.
Now, y'all just heard this brother say he was trolling in the question and answer round of the debate. The title of the debate was Do the Glyph, which was one particular glyph. Do the glyph have to have a person determinative in it to mean a person? The glyph that was in question was the Mar glyph that Commission brought out in my debate against him, Pianki. So you never once brought out the glyph that was in your title. You know what I'm saying? And it's not my fault that you don't know that the determinatives that are in the form or in the likeness of a person have a particular or specific name, Takari, and that specific name is not person determinatives. When you say person determinative, the function of a determinative is to give meaning to the glyph. So when you say person determinative, Takari, that opens the door for any determinative that gives the specific meaning of person. Now, had you said, does the glyph have to have man and woman and his and her occupations in it to mean a person? We don't have a debate. But your ignorance is what got your ass handed to you in that debate, Takari, and you still showing you ignorant of what took place in that debate because it was you who brought out a hieroglyph showing exactly what I'm telling you, that a title is not a person until you attach that title to a proper
noun. Dude, are you finished, bro? Are you finished? Because all you doing is screaming and not saying nothing.
I'm going to say I land my plane when I'm finished. Once you went into
this nigga about to go for 30 minutes.
Once you went into the papyri and brought out that hieroglyph of the title attached to the cartouche, which is a determinative that not only indicates a person, it indicates a royal and the proper noun name of a royal. Once you attach that title to that cartouche, why the glyph had the determinatives in it that you say is not supposed to have, Takari?
Okay, you finished? You finished? Okay, so first of all,
I would like you to answer that question.
First of all, mute up because I let you go. I let you go for like 2 minutes. So here's the thing. The topic of the debate was listen.
After this, I need you to wrap it up and let the people know me and you gonna do our show.
Okay. So the topic was about determinatives. This man don't even know what determinatives is, and he been so-called studying this for 10 years. He talked about the he said the glyph was talking about a person, talking about more. He lied and said I didn't bring it up. I actually brought it up in my whole second round about more. And more didn't have a determinative of a person now. It didn't even have a glyph of a person now. But not only did it was talking about the title of the priests of Anu. Don't interrupt me. The title of the priests of Anu is the priests of Anu, and the priests of Anu is people. That's what they are. So
The
you don't
title,
even know.
the,
You
the
cannot
title of the
interrupt me.
piece of
You
Anu
see,
is the title, brother.
somebody's scared. Somebody's scared out of their mind.
Let them get it
Some,
out, Doc, because after that we gonna get ready to get out of here. But let them get it out. Go ahead, Takar.
so I went into that glyph. You said I didn't show more. I did show more. And I showed that it was the title of the Priests of Anu. He doesn't even know what the title of the Priests of Anu is. It's the Priests of Anu. That's the title. The title of the Priests of Anu is the Priests of Anu. And the Priests of Anu was people. These people. And these were Sumerian priests. So that glyph right there killed you due to the fact that it didn't have a determinative of a person. It didn't even have a person in it. Number two, you talked about a cartouche being a person determinative. And that's what we talking about when you try to manipulate glyphs and try to make them what you want it to be. That glyph of a cartouche is talking about a king. It's talking about a king. That's talking about a person. But it's not a glyph of a person, and it's not a determinative because it's supposed to be placed at the end of the glyph, because your teacher, Alan P. Gardner, said that, but you don't follow your teachers. You just get their ideas and then try to make them as your own ideals. But yeah, you try to make them as your own ideals. So here's the thing. When it says like the name of Ra, Pepi II, the Pepi II name is actually called the beautiful Ka of Ra. The glyph Ka is placed at the end of the glyph because it's the subject matter of the glyph. So when we look at that glyph, it's talking about the Ka Ra. That's what it's clearly talking about. That glyph, if the cartouche was a person determinative, the glyph would be talking about the name of the king, but it wasn't talking about the name of the king. You don't know anything about nothing that you study, bro, and this is why you running.
Yeah,
This is why both of these. This is my last thing. This is my last thing I'ma say. Both of these dynamic douchebags is running. Everybody just seen that y'all ran. Everybody just seen y'all run.
All right,
Everybody
bro.
just seen y'all run.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Let me respond to that right quick.
No, don't respond to it, brother. Don't respond to it because it's ignorance and it ain't even
Yeah,
worth
it's ignorant. He
All right,
basically
Takar.
told the people.
We're gonna get with you on when we do our show, bro.
Brother Bianchi, can you pull up my share screen real quick?
All right, and we got Drake off in the
This is gonna be real short. Now I want y'all to understand that when this brother said I brought out the more glyph, and he said it's priestesses. And remember, he just said that priestesses. Read this. It says the title. That's an article. The meaning a title. That's singular. It says of the high priest of Anu. High priest is also singular. It's not plural. And when you look at the glyph, there is no plural determinative that is talking about a group of people. So the brother don't know what he's talking about, and he's conflating that information.
And not only that, it don't have a person determinative in it because that is not a person. It's a title. It's a title and not people.
It really
you know what I'm
says
saying?
the definition, the title.
It says within the definition. And the brother just told y'all, he basically demonstrated that he don't know that the cartouche have a proper noun name in it, and people are identified by proper noun names.
Yeah, he doesn't. He is not worthy of another debate, brother. I wouldn't give him the time of the day if I was you.
I mean, he need to go back to third grade and work his way up to this conscious level. That's what he need to do. Because it's like my sons was telling them what proper nouns was. My 7 and 12-year-old was telling them what a proper noun was. And he still don't grasp that simple elementary concept. He just demonstrated that for y'all in y'all face.
What up, brother Dre?
Hey man, listen, I'm just sitting here listening, man. I figured I would, just
How
come
did
tune in.
How did I know that was you?
Listen, I embody the spirit of Dolph. But listen, I just wanted to say, I don't know, man. There was a lot of people. I was just in the back chat, man. There was a lot of people. I guess dude who said he used to be y'all teacher, Mudawa. He said y'all disgruntled students, the Craigs, man. They was trash talking y'all, man. So I had to just come on to see like what was going on. But yeah, they had a lot to say about y'all in that. Hey, DMG, why they ain't in the Paradigm Shift TV 314 back chat, bro? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why you trying to hide them, man? Because they was just talking crazy about these brothers, man. That's why I had to come figure out what was going on.
I ain't trying to hide nobody. I add them and we could get it popping.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying because they former teacher was in there. He said y'all disgruntled students. I
Ain't
don't
neither
know.
one of them brothers are teachers.
And now one of them our former teachers. Mugabe, Moody is a former opponent. I debated Moody on Lions Den. You know what I'm saying? It was ruled a draw, but once my receipts came back from LSU geology department, Moody had to tip his hat to King Naga.
So you got Mudawa on the science? Is that what you're telling me?
You heard it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I know because Mudawa he always say he the scientifically literate one, but yeah. So then then the Craigs, they had a bunch of stuff to say about y'all. So
You ain't talking about Drunk Craig.
Drunk Craig and Closeted Craig, the other one. Yeah, they was.
They're Naga rejects. They got the boot.
They Naga rejects. You talking to the dead, brother? You must got like a Ouija board or something.
Well, yeah. Hey, listen. Like I said, I told him I don't know, man. I got to go ask because Mudawa, he said y'all was his students. No, I was just like, man, and then Craig, Classic Craig, he said, y'all be lying and making up stuff. Yeah. Anyway, they had a bunch of stuff to say about y'all. That's why I was trying.
I mean, we put up all the receipts today. I mean, clearly we ain't just making stuff up.
We ain't make up the fact that Lions, Tigers, Jaguars, and Leopards are Panthers either. We ain't make that up, Mr. Panther Piece.
Hey, do you have that, man? Because I'll throw that up.
What's they talking about, that Panther debate?
Yeah.
It's somewhere, man. I have to look around for it, man. Like that.
What's crazy? Do you remember? I think on my second session with my tattoos, I think you was getting ready to do that debate.
Yeah, man. Yes. That debate was wild because the brother tried to bring in colorism and use Reginald Pocock's work, which is the taxonomy scientist who had classified, gave the classification to the Panthers. And when you go through Reginald Pocock's work, he specifically says that color is not a determinative for a membership into that genus. So, and then I contacted the St. Louis zoo curator and the curator at the Smithsonian, which is a black man, I might add, and he also agreed with me that lions, tigers, jaguars, and leopards are all panthers, but the leopard and the jaguar is the one that is formally known as panther. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they're all panthers because they all belong to the Panthera genus. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, when you talk about leopard, the word leopard is two words: leopard, which means lion panther. You know what I'm saying? So again, like people don't really do the due diligence when it comes to the study of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the brother was doing that because he was capping. He was capping with some other haters that was in the back chat, and he got caught up in that debate, and everybody else backed out of it except for him, and he just wasn't intelligent enough to back out of the debate, even though he's saying it was a dead end.
Right. And me and Mugabe debate was ruled a draw because Commission was a judge on that panel and voted against he came to judge the debate with a PowerPoint. Put it like that.
Yeah. What judge comes with a PowerPoint to a debate? They already got a PowerPoint. I put it together while y'all was doing it. Shut up, you lying. You already had a prepared PowerPoint to judge the debate. How do you?
hey, Slim Reaper. Before this don't have nothing to do with nothing on the show. What do you call the joints? I'm trying to look it up on Amazon or on the website where I get the bulletproof vest. Is it a singlet where I can have my joint like right here on my side and around my?
It's called just a shoulder holster.
Shoulder holster. I couldn't come up with that for nothing in the. Okay. Good look.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know that's actually a sign of Alzheimer's and dementia, right?
Hey, I'm old, brother. I'm 47.
I'm just all right. I'm just scientifically speaking.
I rebuke that in the name of God. Like, brother Pianki, who is that guy? That first person that you played? Who was that?
At the beginning of the show,
bruh, that shit slaps.
Yeah, his name is Wavy Rushan, man. I'm gonna send you a link to the website I use for my music.
I like that. I like that, bro. He slapped. Hey, that joint slapped, bro. And he called. And for him to pull that off, and he didn't even have one cuss word in it, like that was right. That was nice, cuz he had lyrics.
He got some curse words. I just download the clean version.
Oh, okay. Well, you know me personally, I like the real unadulterated versions with the cuss words in it. I like hearing the energy, but that song right there, that slap, I actually put that in the playlist and play that, bro. Like that was nice.
I sent it to you. Yeah, he cold. He definitely cold. And he kind of underground, but he getting some traction.
Local? Is that a St. Louis brother?
No, I think he out in Cali actually. He out in Cali.
That was a Cali dude.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Now, what we do? What we saying?
That was that dude from Cali, sounding like that.
I believe so. I
didn't even know Cali niggas could sound like that.
See. Now here we go. Hey, DMG. Hey, speaking of
it ain't no knock on Cali. Y'all just got your own distinct sound. You know what I'm saying?
That brother sound like he was from the Midwest.
Hey, DMG, you know also what I need to do is to actually see my son, my 15-year-old anyway. Hey, listen, he making this. I meant to send you a song. I'm gonna send it to you, man. I'm how you put it up. I ain't gonna have you tell nobody who it is. I just want to get people reaction to it. But yeah, anyway. DMG, why you let the brothers in the back chat? They back there slandering these brothers. They said these brothers make up slanderous lies about DMG. What's going on, man?
Oh wow! I didn't know that's what was being said. I ain't looking at
I read through all the comments. They go one of the Craigs there now. He can tell you what was said back there. I'm just trying to figure it out. I ain't never heard of the brother. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Ratchet, you would come on when I'm trying to jump off. But what say you, Ratchet One? Oh, and Ratchet, before you say anything, talk about the debate that we call in the Clash of the Craigs Part 1, please.
All right. Let me remove a bitch ass nigga right quick. And I got to say that. Let me remove a bitch ass nigga right quick.
Oh man.
Hey, before I start, because this nigga came up here with that fugazi shit.
Don't be like that.
No, bro.
Now, Craig.
Bro.
I'm encouraging you to be more of a man.
Bro. Let me remove this nigga again. I ain't playing. Let me talk about my debate. Can I talk about my debate in peace?
Talk about your debate. All
right, me and Classic Creed, we having a debate. And I'm on this nigga's side. The nigga who went just against me. I said he could beat Chris Harris in the debate. Classic Craig say he can't. I'm on his side. And I'm going to show him that he could beat Chris Harris in the debate. Because he too scared to debate Chris Harris. I'm going to prove that he could beat him. All he got to do is get some nuts and go up against Chris Harris. He let Chris Harris come over here on this platform and run him off. And he want to do fugazi shit. Try to turn me against Naga right now on some fake ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on his side. But he too scary to debate Chris Harris. So get some nuts, nigga. Get some nuts, nigga. Get some nuts. All right, but you can let him back out.
All right,
and I'm gonna kick your ass, Classic Creed.
Hey, DMG. Hey, check it out.
Real quick. So the Clash of the Craigs Part 1 is gonna be charismatic Classic Craig versus ratchet ass Craig. The stakes are Ratchet Craig says the Slim Reaper would defeat MVP Chris Harris in a debate. Classic Craig says no way, no how. MVP Chris Harris would annihilate the Slim Reaper. The Craigs are going to hash it out right here on Paradigm Shift TV. Classic Craig got MVP Chris Harris. Ratchet Craig got the Slim Reaper. Leandre McBride, A.K. Dre. So that's going down in the coming weeks. We just got to figure out what weekend we're going to do it because Classic Craig is a busy man. But that is the debate. And we got a part 2 coming up that y'all going to find hilarious, but we're going to tell y'all about that during part 1. Go ahead, Classic.
I got to wait. I need to respond. Oh, well, you DMG, hey, you picked the order. It's all good.
Listen, I just want to say this, right? Ratchet, you're going to lose, brother. I want you to defend this skinny jean wearing hippie. Chris Harris is MVP for a reason. You're going to lose, bro. If you
bro. You're
going to lose.
Wait a minute.
Nah, that ain't happening. I never lose. I never lose that debate to you, bro.
You are gonna lose, fool. I told you.
Nah, you out your mind.
Bro, you out your mind.
I'm not letting Leandre take me off my game playing because I already know how to defeat Leandre.
Because both of you
I'm not gonna let him
can't take each other out of each other's routine and class. Bro, you're gonna lose, Doc. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I told you. You see what I'm saying? That's why you ran up here. That's fine. We're supposed to wait. But you got all. You're going to lose, bro.
Check this out.
You're gonna lose.
Check this out. We got Clash of the Craigs, but this is about Naga. So I want my brothers to close out. We got Naga coming up against the Dream Team. The GT and his brothers is going to be taking on the Electro.
It should be interesting. It should be interesting. I can't wait to see that one.
So that's going to be an interesting conversation. We don't know if it's going to be one-on-one or if it's going to be a team thing yet. I'm thinking it should be a team thing, but go ahead and close out, brothers, and then we'll y'all can stick around to listen to this shenanigans after y'all close out.
If you don't bring a team, it's going to be bad.
Hey, Dre, I'm going to let you respond as soon as the brothers close out.
Mm-hmm. I thought y'all was a family.
You gonna take off, or you want me to take off, Anu?
No, okay, the close out. Hey, so here's the thing, man. We love y'all. Again, I identify black as a political stance, not as an ethnic group, but as a political stance. I love y'all. I hope y'all all got the message. I hope that you all employ science, technology, engineering, and mathematics into your life, and make food, clothes, shelter, and economics your rallying point when it comes to unity. Again, when it comes to the division between West Africa and Kush or the Nile Valley, y'all got to stop that, because as y'all seen, we brought out the cognitives to the languages, and we didn't even go off into the cultures, because if we went into the cultures, it would be even more of a landslide. So peace and love, man, and you know what I'm saying, keep the light going.
Man. Yeah, man. I want to reiterate that, bro. We got love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We even got love for our haters, you did, because y'all keep us relevant. So, you know, I just want to say, bro, it was a good bill. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the opportunity to bring this information to the platform. DMG, you're always a hell of a host. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to coming back, bro. You know, I hope that is a team deal that we hooking up against the brothers. That way we can bring our other brother on board, because there's 3 of us electromagnetic messiahs. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to leave with the people, bro, is keep going down that rabbit hole. Keep searching and thirsting for knowledge, man, because you'll be surprised what you'll find the deeper you look. Don't never think you know it all. You know what I'm saying? Because like my grandmother used to say, the minute you feel like you know it all, you might as well go ahead on and die. Make it your business to learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying? Study these cultures, study this history, study physics and science, man, because that's what's going to move us forward as a people. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been bringing it to the lines, then they've been rejecting it time after time. I say this God is light, light is electromagnetism, understanding can liberate us from some of these financial constraints. You know what I'm saying? Because what we paying energy and the rest of these big corporations for lights, we can have for free with just knowledge of the electromagnetic spectrum and how to apply it in real time.
No doubt. Hey. We glad to have Naga back on the platform, and we looking forward to that. Like I say, I don't know if it's gonna be a team thing or a one-on-one thing, but either way, I feel like it's gonna be an interesting and powerful conversation. So we looking forward to getting y'all back on and having some powerful bills on a regular basis. So I appreciate y'all. And y'all can stick around and listen to this shenanigans as the Slim Reaper responds to the Ratchet One. Go ahead, Slim Reaper.
Yeah, a couple things. One, I just want to say at the outset, it's not lost on me that the goal and the hope is from these two geniuses, these two masterminds, they go try to troll me into something. Chris Harris was on this platform himself, asking me to teach him debate and to teach him logic, and out of his own mouth,
I don't
I'm his
believe you.
superior. Well, you can say it all you want to, but try to remain silent. Let's try to focus on getting the IQs out of the single digits. Now, as
And
I
what
was
I'm
saying,
saying, that's why I'm on your team,
now,
Leandre. That's
now
why
listen.
I said the same thing.
Now listen, it's not even a question. The brother, and DMG, listen, I can show you the text message where I asked DMG if I should pay the dude for how well he was sucking me off on a phone call and on the live. And DMG will tell you I texted him that because he was sitting here, he wouldn't stop praising me. And I said, now what is this? I said, bro, do I owe this dude money after this? Because it was wild. He came and added me on Facebook and wanted me to teach him logic and debate and wanted me to team up with him. Now, first of all, now imagine me running from somebody who, when I came on a panel, he spit on his screen and jumped off of the show. Ask DMG right now if I'm lying. He's sitting there. He
I don't
spit
want
on
to
his
ask
own
this
screen.
nigga.
He spit on his own screen that he then had to go clean up. So, what's there to run from? There's absolutely nothing to run from. And anyhow, yeah, like I said, I don't know why, especially Classic Craig. I don't know why you didn't get in here telling me how stupid the brothers. You just telling me how stupid the brothers were. Just in the back channel, I can happily screenshot it, or I can just screen share it and just show them what you were just saying about him over in the back chat. You and Mudawa and Takori, y'all was over there. Y'all had a jolly good thing, and I said, hey, I like them brothers. Sound cool to me. I'm finna add them. So hey, like I said, just stand up for what you said. Now,
What you mean?
but
What you mean? I always stand up on what I say.
okay, so you was just telling me how stupid they were, right? True or false?
Oh, and see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We're not
I
talking
just want to
about
know
that
yes or
right
no.
now.
You just told me how stupid they were just a few minutes ago.
We're talking about the fact that you said
I want
that
to
Chris
know if
Harris
you
was
said they
sucking
were
you
stupid.
off.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
need to talk about that, bro. We need to
I'm
talk
sorry,
about
what?
this shit. We need to talk about this bullshit. You
No, we
said
need to
Chris
talk
Harris was
about
sucking you off and
the
kissing
fact
your
that you
ass.
just said.
We
We
need
need
to
to talk
talk
about the
about
fact
that.
that you just
Because
told
I'm
us
gonna be
how
honest
stupid
with
they were.
you. Naga already know how I feel about them. So that ain't nothing new.
No,
They know
like
that.
I said, when you
But my
pulled
point
up,
is,
get on
your
here and
ass,
tell them how
we need to
stupid you
talk
said
about
they
this
were.
bullshit. I don't believe this shit with you and Chris Harris, bro. I don't.
That's fine. Listen, it's not for you to believe. Listen, I'm unlike the rest of you people. Unlike the rest of you people who exist really largely in the conscious community, I don't have fake degrees. Okay, I don't have them. I'm not pretending to have studied anything, right? I've shown real videos, and I went live in groups when people said that it was false of me receiving awards for being the #1 student
I
in my
never seen no
program.
goddamn awards. Come
Listen,
on,
that's
bro.
fine. Listen, you can talk about what you have or haven't seen, but there's a lot of things you ain't seen. A real life is one of them. Now, but
Real
here's the
life.
bottom line, though. But here's the bottom line, though. Unlike the rest of you people, I do not need to get on here and pretend to be something.
Yes, you do.
Nobody has me on anything with
Yes, you
somebody
do.
telling me to take out the trash.
Yes,
You know
you
what I'm
do.
saying? I'm not a janitor nowhere, right?
You,
I'm not faking. I'm not faking degrees. I'm not calling people out for having fake degrees and asking them to show them. And then when somebody asks me to show mine, I can't do it. My entire transcripts, I put them in a video, and they're on DMG's page. So unlike most of you people, I am what I say I am.
okay.
So you, sir, let's
Yeah.
focus on the fact that, like I said, when I came on here, the
What
conversation was
happened?
you was just telling me how stupid these brothers were, and you said one of them
Mm.
said rocks are living things, and I don't know that because I don't know them. So how do I know that conversation? You told me how stupid they were. Just tell them what you said.
You already know the conversation. They already know.
No, they don't know
But
the
you act
conversation because they ain't in the back chat.
No, you don't get it, bro. These are people that I dealt with before. They know how I feel. And not
Now,
only
Craig,
that,
now, Craig,
I
you complained. Now, Craig, you complained. You complained and said that conversations were happening behind your back.
This is why I say, Ratchet Craig, you defending this snake because he run up here and do this shit.
Snake. Wait.
You see how he ran his little happy yellow ass up here, and he just like, DMG, Craig is talking about Naga. What nigga with 7 degrees do this?
Hey, wait. Calling me a snake
is
crazy.
This is why I say Leandre is legendary.
I pointed out straight right when I said it. I said, look, I can't wait to speak to these brothers. I pointed. Listen, now snakes. Now, Craig. Everybody knows, right? Not the people in this panel, but most people don't know that you legit were complaining that a conversation where you were told everything to your face happened again without you present, and you said that was somebody talking behind your back. And then you get on here and defend saying stuff about these dudes when they weren't there. You ain't in the back chat with them. You came in there and just told me how stupid they were, and they said rocks are living things, and they're stupid. And Leandro, you wouldn't want to like because they're stupid. All I said was come say what you said, I got on here and ain't told one lie. You got on here and y'all was in the back chat talking about how stupid they are. Y'all was Mudawa said that they were his former students.
Leandre, I got a question.
Tell me a lie.
Question to ask you.
No. Don't ask me a question.
I'm gonna ask you.
Tell them how stupid you said they were.
Did I deny it?
You didn't. See, I asked you to admit it.
But here's the thing, though. I didn't deny it at the end of the day, right? I said they know how they feel when you're trying to pretty much in a lot of ways make you look a certain type of way. See, unlike you, I can actually stand on my point. But actually, Leandre, I'm gonna be real with you, Doc. And this is why I told Ratchet he's going to lose defending you. Because you're a character, brother.
Craig,
at the end of the day, Doc,
Craig,
you would not have a conversation.
Imagine me actually caring about this debate anyway in the first place. Like imagine me actually care. Like it doesn't make.
Don't worry, I'm represent you good. I'm represent you good. You gonna win. You coming out on top, bro. You coming out on top. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Chris Harris is on video. Chris Harris is on video.
I want to address this whole rocks living beings thing. Okay, first of all, has anybody on this panel ever been a rock?
No. What about you?
No. So that means that if you have never been a rock, you don't know shit about being a rock. You don't understand what it means to be a rock. You don't understand that rocks have a half-life. You don't understand that rocks grow. You don't understand that rocks consume, and you don't understand that rocks communicate with each other. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, if you only judge life by a human standard, then you don't really understand life at all.
You hear that, Craig? You don't understand life at all.
No, man, you troll.
I want to ask you this, Leandre.
You ain't asking me anything. You tell the brother what you said. I ain't got no comment on that.
Do you agree?
I ain't got no comment on that.
Do you agree with what he said, Leandre? Did you agree with what he said?
I heard him. I heard everything he said. I'm waiting on your response.
It's a yes or no, nigga.
I'm waiting on your response.
What he said.
Hey, listen, I feel like he schooled you. You ain't got no response.
He so did. He beat my ass. Do you agree with him? Yes or no?
Leandre? Come on, Leandre. We need your response.
Messiah said, Mr. 7 Degrees. Yes or no?
Come on, Leandre. I got faith in you. You the superior pure. You the superior pure, brother.
He already admitted that he ain't never been a rock. We all agreed that he ain't never been
listen,
rocks.
I agree. Hey, listen, I ain't never been a rock. I don't know nothing
about
it.
Ain't never been rocks.
So what's there to argue with? I ain't never been no rock.
Yeah. All right. You never been a rock. You never. Oh man.
Hey,
Craig, have you ever been a rock?
It's past 3 hours, DLG. It passed 3 hours, man.
All right, man. We out of here, man. Hey, man. Peace and love to you, brother, man.
Peace out, man.
I appreciate y'all returning to the platform. We're gonna set that up.
Yeah,
with y'all and the team. Craig and Craig got the clash of the Craigs. Ratchet says the Slim Reaper would defeat MVP Chris Harris in the debate.
Down. And y'all can go tell Chris MVP Harris I said it.
Classic Craig says MVP Chris Harris would annihilate the Slim Reaper. That's
and
part one of
Leandre
the
believes a rock is living, philosophically speaking, due to
Me?
logic.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, listen.
No,
I ain't
ain't
learned on the
nothing.
subject.
You can
I'm
use your
resisting
logic.
judgment.
You said you couldn't disagree with him. Ain't no nothing.
No, I
This
don't
is your
disagree. I ain't
chance
never
to
been a
show
rock.
it. No,
I ain't never been a rock.
no, it's over. Ratchet,
I ain't never been a
this
rock.
why this nigga dead,
If
Ratchet.
you better not bring this up, you
I'm
better
gonna
not
bring
bring
that
this up
shit
in
up.
the debate.
He said you better not bring this up in the
You better
debate.
not do DMG. I will forfeit the debate. He bring this up.
Oh my God.
You saw how the
Hey,
nigga couldn't
man.
say no. You saw how the
Look.
nigga could not say no. He was
Why
so
would I say no?
sophisticated.
Why would I
He
say
could
no?
not say no.
I don't know enough about the topic. I ain't never been a
No,
rock.
yes you do. Yes you do.
No, I ain't,
If your
You
kid
don't
is
know
on here,
you don't know
I bet
that
you'll
rock,
know enough
bro.
about
I
the
ain't never
topic.
been a topic.
If
Hey,
DeAndre
listen.
Jr.
Hey,
was
listen.
on here, he would know enough about the topic.
Hey,
You would know.
listen, man. Listen, man. I had to sit and listen to Mudawa tell me that protons, neutrons, and electrons were organic material, and organic material always existed. And this was their teacher. So you know what I'm saying. So like Mudawa was their teacher, bro. So you know what I'm saying. What you want me to say?
So, but you went off on Booty Wall for that.
No. Listen, Mudawa was right. Protons, neutrons, electrons, they organic material.
Oh man, okay, you went off on him.
Yeah, and organic
And
material didn't arise out of the primordial
but
soup.
is Rock's living now? Is Rock's got life,
Hey,
bro? Is he living?
listen. If Mudawa was
That-
their teacher,
you-
all of that is going to be true.
All
Mudawa taught them
right,
science.
man. Bye, Leandre. I'm gonna represent. You can't be pissing me off. I'm gonna kill this nigga. Guarantee you.
Hey, listen. I just want to know why y'all didn't stand on business when they was up here. So I'm gonna just leave you with that. Y'all didn't stand on business.
Oh, hey, man. We've been battling Dogger for years, bro.
I'm just saying y'all didn't stand on business.
AK Dre, read the screen.
Listen, Lavelle was in class next to Corey. I don't care nothing about what he typed.
Nah, he was a Naga member.
Listen,
He's a Naga member, bro.
they all were. Listen, I just heard that so was that so was Mudawa, which hey, makes sense.
I don't think Booty Wall he never was a member.
Mudawa said that they were his disgruntled students. He just typed it in the back chat. What you talking
Yeah, but they was a part of his
Yeah,
team.
I get. I'm gonna tell you this, Leandre. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson, right? They were his students.
Nah,
back in the
nigga,
day.
you done said when they were sitting up here. I don't want to hear it now.
No.
See,
It's
you ain't
recorded.
standing on business, nigga.
I'm standing on business. I mean, you didn't stand on business disagreeing with that guy talking about a rock.
I don't feel like you standing on business.
This dude right here, man.
I mean, bro, the rock shit is bad, Mr. 7 Degrees. I can't believe you didn't.
How would you know if you've never been a rock?
Because motherfucker, ain't a rock inorganic.
Mudawa says it's not. So you tell me.
Mudawa didn't
And
say
Mudawa
that. No, Mudawa didn't say that.
How would you know if you've never been a rock?
I'm sorry. Listen, he did tell me. Mudawa did say on a call in Paradigm Shift TV 314 in the back chat. He said that it is organic material. I asked. Listen. What are you talking about proving? Listen, this was on a call. I asked. Listen, ask Rocky. The brother said when I asked the simple question. I said, how did inorganic material give rise to organic material? And he said it didn't. He said it didn't. Ratchet Craig was on the call. You can ask him. That's what he said. He said it didn't. He said organic materials always exist. He said it's all organic material. He said organic materials always existed because protons, neutrons, and electrons are organic material. That's what he said. He said it repeatedly. Listen, these are the people, and this is what I want to point out. And after this, I'm gonna let DMG get to sleep. But listen, let me just point this out. This is what I be saying. The people who y'all have on are imbeciles, absolute imbeciles. You have a dude on here who was talking about scientific literacy, who said protons, neutrons, and electrons. This is setting aside atomic theory and the 7 to 9 different theories of atoms. The latest one being that there's protons, neutrons, and electrons. But he said that they are organic material. I pointed out that this is a fallacy of composition. We had the definition read and everything. These are your people. These are the people you guys bring out here. Like this is
But
insane.
he stay beat up on your ass though.
Listen,
In
that is
conversation.
listen. That's
I'm just
I
gonna
absolutely.
mean,
say
if he
that.
was so stupid, you should have took the debate with him to make an example of his stupidity.
I
I mean, that's
issued
what I
five.
would have did.
Hey, listen, genius buddies. Hey, Wright brothers. Let me explain something to you. I issued 5 debate challenges to him. There's 5 now on the table. Mudawa is in that group posting, like he just posted yesterday. DMG was on the call, and I dare one of you to ask him
I thought
when
what's
he.
our debate topic y'all supposed to have?
Listen, I presented 5. I presented
Now I'm talking
5.
about the what DG laid out.
Listen,
You don't want to take that one?
listen. I presented 5. Listen to what I'm saying. Stop interrupting. I presented 5 debate
You
challenges to
presented
him.
5.
Yes, I presented 5 based on things that came out of Mudawa's mouth, and I said I'll debate you on that. Now, 5 debate challenges. More recently, when he just got DMG asked him a question about Christianity being forced on our ancestors. Mudawa came on there and said it was a resounding, and he was cussing and saying yes. That was Mudawa's position that yes, it was forced on our
Yeah,
ancestors.
yeah.
Okay, now wait. Don't interrupt. Then Mudawa came back the next day. Mudawa made all sorts of claims.
Interrupt. Like he talking to a kid. Oh my
Hey, hey,
God.
hey, listen, I am, but look, anyway, as I was saying, um,
Mm.
so then he came back and he was talking about how all these people was forcing
That was very
Christianity,
cute.
about how they was forcing
You
Christianity on
DG,
all of these people.
you like cute boys,
Why
don't
are
you,
you interrupting?
DG?
Hey, listen, why you
you
interrupt? Now
like your
listen,
you like your you like your
as
your
I
your
was
your,
now
your
listen, wait,
snitching ass son
I'm trying to tell
with
you
the
about
with the
about your
Easter dress
people.
on, light
Your
skinned
guy,
son to go be cute, don't you?
your guy got
Little
on there and made the
bitch.
statement about Christianity being forced on ancestors,
Fuck you,
right?
Ratchet.
And then we kept pointing out to him that that wasn't the case. We talked about the historical development of it. The Mudawa woke up the very next morning and posted something that he Googled because he didn't go grab a book. He Googled something, and the source that he Googled said everything that we said. I posted all of what he said. I just reposted it and posted the rest of the online article he posted, and he's yet to respond to it. He did the same thing with talking about the IQs of people who are religious, and I responded by reading the 28-page study he posted. Again, the people that you all run in circles with are fake. These are fake
Wait. So
intellects.
you're saying that Christianity was not forced on our ancestors, Leandre?
Yes, I'm saying generally that was not the case. And I tell you what,
Generally, how about
hey, hey,
generally?
hey, listen, and watch this. And Mudawa is going to have to agree with you too because it's the source he posted. So if you don't argue with me, go argue with the source. Mudawa posted this yesterday morning. Go look at what he posted yesterday
Okay,
morning.
take them all in the debate.
Oh, listen. I already challenged him to it on that. So like I said, stop telling me to take him on
On
in the
that,
debate.
on that.
Listen on that exactly because if I only use
Okay,
the source.
DLG, we need you to set up this debate.
No. Listen, if I only use the source, Mudawa posted himself because he posts things and he never reads them. When you're a Googler looking for quick things to post, you'll post studies and you'll post screenshots from web pages that you didn't read in their entirety
So
because
you
when the
gonna use one
screenshot he
source?
posted. No. I didn't use one source. Remember,
No,
listen,
I'm just saying you
I'm the
go read one source and try to represent a whole topic. You
hey
gonna do
listen,
that
listen. If it's his
based on
source.
one source?
Listen, if
Come
it's
on,
his source
bro.
that he brought, listen, don't say one source. Okay, listen, I'm the only one on the call, period, point blank, standing in a personal library. Okay, I don't need one source. But what I was telling you was the rhetorical power of it is the fact that it's his source. The source he used to try to disprove a position said the exact opposite of what he said, just like when he posted about the intellect of religious people. And then it disputed what he was saying and how he was using it. So again, the people that you all bring when y'all talk about debates and debaters stuff like that, you don't know what the hell you're talking about either any more than they do.
I mean,
These
I
people
know
aren't debaters.
Christianity was forced on our people, bro. I mean, and
Okay.
I know Iraq is not living. And I
Well,
can give an
congratulations.
honest answer.
Well, well,
But you wasn't
well,
able
listen,
to do
hey,
that.
Craig,
But then you wanted to be all
Craig,
wild.
hey, Craig, congratulations on that because here's the thing. The amount of things that you have said that have been ridiculous, like when I was talking to you about Islam and I was talking to you about the
Yeah.
Europeanisms in Islam. Again, I don't, Craig, I don't know, and I'm speaking to the closeted one. I don't know a single topic where you've had anything of value, like literally not. I don't know one topic where you have expressed actual knowledge and a handle, like even a cursory understanding of the topic.
Okay.
So
All right. So check
your
this out.
opinion on
So
these things, your opinion on these
All
things
right, all right,
is like
all
me
right, family.
commenting on
no,
Amazon
no,
Gonna
no,
reviews.
continue this.
no,
We're
no.
gonna
Hold
continue
on,
this
right quick, DMG.
offline,
Hold on, right
family,
quick.
because I don't.
Hold,
We're not
hold on,
gonna
right quick,
clear
DMG. I
our,
got it.
our dirty laundry publicly. But
Who got dirty laundry?
We had the bad chat. we had the bad check come on
Yeah. We didn't
on
let
the
him.
show. I think that was a little violation there. I thought there was a little violation, but
I want to say this.
I
Though.
got Corey.
DLG, you let niggas violate. You let niggas violate all the time, but go ahead.
Hey, no, listen. Hey, listen. This is my last time up here anyway, because when DMG let you remove me from the thing, I ain't never coming up here again. And that's on GOD. Now I'm out. Y'all have a good night.
That's cool. You ready for the debate? He ready for the debate.
Okay.
I got Takari coming up Wednesday or Thursday. I forget which one he said, but we'll have Takari coming up. I got a little joint myself coming up. We talked about the battle at Clash of the Craigs. We got part 1 with Chris Harris.
I don't know if I want to defend this guy now, DMG, based off.
You gotta defend him.
Bro, I think I'm setting myself up.
No, you gotta pay you some money. You gotta
Can I pay you
stand
some
on
money, DMG? Can I pay you some money?
Hold on.
You gotta stand on it. You gotta stand on it.
Dang, I gotta stand on business. I gotta stand on business.
We gotta make a bet. Would Leandre be back on here? He said this is his last time coming back on here.
He said OGOD, nigga.
Yeah, this is last time.
That's on GOD. I can't even let him come back on here.
No. I want to say this.
Oh.
We gotta see. Because I think he's gonna be back on here. He said it like he wasn't gonna be back.
No, Creed.
Back on.
I didn't like.
I'm trying to figure out how is it that he can throw people in the back chat, even when I'm trying to let him speak, but he can't be thrown in the back.
I did that on purpose. Because he came up here, airing out dirty laundry, like he always do, and I put him back there on purpose so I could talk in peace to talk about the debate. So I did it on purpose.
I mean, it's not even dirty laundry.
But look, to his credit, he was never supposed to be coming back on here again. He was supposed to be forming his own channel or helping my brother, Nobody from Trust and Believe the Gospel, build up his. So it is what it is.
Hey, Leandre, I want you back on here. I don't give a damn. I want you back on here, bro. I have a lot. I rock out with Leandre. That's why I take it up for a bit of this debate.
Leandre, Ratchet say he wants you back up here. I don't want you back up here if you put it on GOD.
But see, here's my thing. Here's my thing. I like Leandre because he's a liar, but then he's such a Christian. He doesn't think he's lying, and he only cares.
Pastor Craig say he like you, Leandre. I'm saying I don't like you.
I like Leandre. I think he really is intelligent. I just sometimes think he be out of pocket on a lot of things.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I like the fact that how he said, because I did tell the brother that Islam has various different cults, right? It's not just one Islam, right? I mean, that's basic knowledge. So he was trying to say that a lot of the mysticism of Islam in a lot of ways came from Christianity, and I had some problems seeing it, right?
He's correct on that.
But hold on, Connie. I had some problems seeing it on what he put it up with his stance, right? And you know, he and I had some back and forwards. I had to make him go to his library that's in his kitchen, basically, and that small ass library. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But he'll be back up here. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably try to tell DMG he was joking.
Free Leandre. Free Slim Reaper. Free Slim Reaper.
Because I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, Ratchet, remember we was his best friends, but then when we disagreed with him, we was his enemies.
Yeah.
But he'll be back on here though.
I'm still gonna defend him. I kind of want to, since y'all holding me hostage, I got to stand on business.
But I do this, bro, because the dude is such a hard individual, and he's so unmanly. We can just have a conversation about it instead of a debate.
Nah, we ain't gonna do it since he's talking about he ain't coming back on the platform. We ain't gonna do it. We'll just go straight to our other one. We'll go straight to our other one.
Yeah, we'll go straight to the one that matters.
Yeah, the one that matters. DLG Soul.
DMG Soul.
Hey, don't we talk about DMG like that? He could kick all y'all off right now.
DMG Soul.
He can take away y'all wrenches and all of that.
Man, I don't got a wrench. He never gave me one. But
I may not disagree with all of DMG's decision in terms of his platform, but at the end of the day, I gotta respect my man's judgment. Even if it comes to the Hebrews, you know, I gotta respect his judgment.
I feel check it out.
You got a problem with our brothers from Israel?
No, it's just I don't want to bring up like what happened. That's why I said I respect your judgment, you know. But yeah, I respect your judgment, man. I don't agree, but I respect your judgment.
I just want to say this.
Hey, rule number 1: we don't bring up shit in inboxes and back chats when it comes to our shows like that.
That's rule number 1. Hey, rule number 2.
On some messy girl stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. Rule number 2. If we have a problem with that man or that individual and stuff like that, we're gonna address them privately and respectfully as such, even if it gets a bit disrespectful, but not out in the public like a little girl. Hey, and rule number 3, right? If you're hurting for get back at the end of the day and you can't get the person back with information, you got to resort to slander. You lose at the end of the day. That's what Mr. McBride's problem was, and it was so legendary. He tried to run us off the platform, but he couldn't. And we ran him off from what it seems like. He'll be back, though, but he's obsessed. He can't let it go. Oh, DLG say he
I mean, I'm gonna have to give you some money, DLG, to let him back on. I see that now.
Yeah, I need him to get back on because he showed me.
Yeah, I can't let him run. I can't let him run.
Yeah,
for Booty Wah and Chris Harris.
We're not done with him yet, DMD. He's a part of our master plan.
He said on G-O-D.
Yeah, he spelled it out.
But guess what? DMD?
He was so gangster by spelling it out.
I mean, he listened to Drake, right? So you know that's why he said the G-O-D like that. But I'm gonna tell you like this, right? Jesus forgives DMG, and he's gonna come back and be like, Jesus
forgives, so I don't have to.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't have said that on a platform. But the point is, at the end of the day, it's all about professionalism. But at the end of the day, man, yeah, we gotta get Ratchet and me got raised and sell some blood. We gotta sell some blood so Leandre can come back on. We gotta sell some blood.
We gotta talk to the Illuminati and sell our soul. But I ain't got no soul because I ain't a Christian, so.
Yeah, you ain't a Christian.
So I can steal a fake ass soul.
But Ratchet, we're gonna have the debate. Since we're not gonna have that Leandre and Chris Harris debate, that would have been great. But we are gonna have the debate about DMG's soul. My stance is DMG was always a Christian. Always a Christian. Hey, what about yours, Ratchet?
DMG ain't no damn Christian.
That's the debate.
And I'm gonna be moderating, so ain't nobody gotta run back and tell me nothing because I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me say something because I'm gonna say this right now, right? I actually have hung out with DMG. We're homeboys, and I think that I'm the best person to say what y'all think. Right? So look. Yes, we are homies. STL represented. And I'm gonna say this. DMG a Christian. So
bro, why you do that for? Why you do that, Kahan? I don't need your voucher. This nigga, in my eyes, he's not a Christian. I don't care if you hang out with him. I don't care if you baptize him yourself. You're not a Christian, bro.
That's what I said. He's
not a Christian, okay. You hear that, Craig? But anyway.
Kahani said I'm not a Christian.
God?
Yes, that's what I said.
What?
Go ahead, Classic.
You nah, Classic ain't here, but you in trouble, bro. Because I didn't say anything. He hung out with you. He drank a couple of beers with y'all. I don't know what y'all did. Y'all went to the Super Bowl party, and
What?
you ain't no Christian, bro. I'm sorry.
Hold on, what?
I don't know that y'all drunk. I don't know, y'all. I was kicking it. I don't know. I don't know why you would say you come in on the end of the debate after I whoop Craig on it. And tell us how DLG ain't no Christian. Yeah.
You crazy, bro. You crazy.
Yeah. DLG, what you got to say about end the show, DLG?
All right, so y'all see what it is. We got the Clash of the Craigs, the battle for DMG's soul. Moderated, I'm gonna make an adjustment. Not moderated by DMG, although I'll be in the building, so y'all still ain't gotta run back and tell me what nobody's saying. Moderated by the one and only Kuhani.
Oh man. You fit for it? It's gonna be a little rough, Kahani. Gonna be a little rough.
I can moderate it, but as far as right now, I gotta bounce for the night. I'll talk to you brothers later. Just hit me up when y'all gonna do the show.
You got something hot waiting on you, don't you?
Man, no, I got a meeting I gotta be into.
Oh
A
man,
meet this late, bro. A meeting this late. What is the Ku Klux Klan meet, nigga?
No, I'm part of an organization, man. We be having meetings and stuff. But,
he can't talk about it. It's dangerous work.
Yeah, gang.
This is what people say the Lord's work is, but I'm doing some good for all of us.
Oh man.
I'll go more into detail with it a little later, but I'll catch you brothers later. Just hit me up when the show get, and I'll be there.
Hey,
no doubt.
But appreciate it. Let me close out with something, man. I didn't expect it this to go like it went, DLG. So you know how it is. I just when you jump on the board to do some slandering like that and bring up back chat being or inbox business on somebody's platform, that's all you about. And we talking about information basically and our views and opinions on things, and we try to construct good arguments. And this is what you come with, some messy stuff. I just can't rock out like that, DLG. I ain't mean for it to go down like this.
Oh, it's all good, my G. It ain't no biggie.
So
I mean,
Greg,
it's
what
funny.
you got to say?
It's funny when things start out good, right? But one disagreement, you try to come in, do messy little goddamn goblin shit. You flip the script because you couldn't get your way. You're upset. You treat everybody like shit. You have this weird superiority complex, and now you're upset because you can't get your way. It's really sad because you have a little bit more to offer, and I feel like you're better than that. But you don't think you're better than that because no one gives you the type of attention you want outside of social media. It's a sad thing indeed. So I hope things get worked out. I hope, things are better so we can all work together. Because I feel like at the end of the day, Paradigm Shift is a platform for everyone. This is the gateway to the conscious community. It is what it is at the end of the day. Blood in, blood out. Respect the platform and respect shall be given back to you. That's all I got.
And with that, family, we out of here. We'll be back at it. We got Takari coming up. We got something from myself coming up. I think it'll put some insight into whether I'm a Christian or not. And we got the clash of the Craigs, the battle for DMG's soul. Was DMG a Christian all along, or was he never a Christian? Ratchet says never. Classic says I was a
ain't no Christian.
Yeah, Ratchet says I ain't a Christian. Classic says I was a Christian all along.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kahani gonna moderate it or if I'm gonna moderate it, but either way it go, I'll be in the building because somebody got to do the sound effects. And we got Naga versus the Dream Team. That's Anu, the electromagnetic Messiah, and his crew against the Prophet, Njiti, and his crew.
Man, if you could do that team debate, that'd be something great. I want to see it. I don't care what my disagreement with Naga is, and I ain't with the Dream Team. I ain't on the best program with them neither. I want to see this. I think this be interesting.
The best argument wins at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Just don't talk about Rocks being alive.
Yeah.
But the best argument wins at the end of the day. I would like to see this too. This will be interesting, you know. So it is what it is at the end of the day. So let's make it happen on Paradigm Shift.
No doubt. With that being said, we out of here, family. We'll catch y'all on the next one. That's peace.